You, what's happening? Sorry, I had to up the time 10 minutes because I want to eat a little food. What's up, Richie? Liquid. What's up? So, will AJ show his gay ass today? So I'm running off my phone because the guy that was partnered up with the woman that now owns all these houses, my friend, she bought him out. So the Wi-Fi was in his name. So that just ended yesterday. And some dude just went and got a new box. She paid and all, but the internet's not set up yet. And I ain't got time to wait for this. The birth of communism. Henceforth, January 5th will be known as a date which will live in infamy. The birth of communism. The weak greatness. What's up? Bossy boss. What's happening? What's up, people? So, I'm trying to turn the camera and give you the James Dean behind me. I know. Most of you remember that one. I still have the fuck Joe Biden flag. And we just got this new dude, man. He's like a fucking tornado, man. I just told him I can't talk to you for 2 hours. How much you want to bet within 5 minutes? He knocks on my door. What's up, Joe? Bobbity? What's up? Yeah. So now I need my brother to explain this one because this fucking judge, this Judge Merchan, is going to sentence Trump, right? January 10th, I think. And he doesn't even have to be at the sentencing. He's not going to sentence him into jail. First of all, he couldn't. That would be impossible. That would be impossible. I don't know if Trump can fast track an appeal to the Supreme Court because I would like them not to be able to say that he's the first felon to be elected to operate as president. They only got 10 days, and I think this is why this judge did this, so he couldn't appeal and have the conviction thrown out. But I really want to know, can he fast track? I would think that would be, a proper circumstance for the Supreme Court to hear it. It's fucking ridiculous, man. These motherfuckers, That's the same. We Greatness said that's the same date as the TikTok hearings in Supreme Court. Liquid said he's been sober this whole year. I doubt that, Liquid. I seriously doubt that. You remember me? No, I don't. You couldn't have been that significant. Jim fan with P Dad. Got a gallon of whiskey. Shocking. I'm shocked that you have a gallon of whiskey. A whole fucking gallon too, huh? You're a pig. I never had a gallon of whiskey. My ex used to drink like that. Gallons. She would buy whiskey by the gallon. Yeah. And knock that gallon out in 2 days. Yeah, you haven't had a drink since Thanksgiving, so you go out and buy a gallon. That's intelligent. What's this? I can't drink or smoke without my autonomic nervous system going haywire. It takes months for it to re-regulate. Well, it wouldn't take months for me to re-regulate. If I went out and had a couple drinks, I'd be fine. But I couldn't drink the way I was drinking. I would get sick. I have like 19 months of no tolerance, of tolerance, I guess. AJ said he was joking. Listen, AJ says a lot of things that turn out to not be true. So I'll bet you he has a gallon of whiskey somewhere, or at least a steel reserve that he's bending his fucking elbow over. Let's face it, this motherfucker, hard headed, on the wrong side of everything. See that hat? See that hat, AJ? Start crying. Start crying. Well, we've definitely lost our resident transgender. Samantha is no longer with us. Blocked me all around. Facebook, YouTube, phone. Because I busted her balls. And yes, he has balls still. And can't handle a little bit of ribbon about Donald Trump winning with all the nonsense Samantha talked about Trump not being able to win, drank the Kool-Aid. My memory much better, and my ability to accomplish tasks with multiple steps are way better. Being a chronic nug smoker, like having ADHD. Well, the one thing I think that they all agree on was that marijuana heavy use affects short-term memory. So I thought busting balls was kind of the end goal of bottom surgery. No, yeah, I just now from what I understand, gender affirming care, right? Uh, that the biggest gender affirming care center was in Britain, and they've closed it down due to studies that they've done that basically told them in Britain that the surgeries, the medications, none of it kept the suicide rate down or any of that. And many other countries are closing gender or doing away with gender affirming care. So, but it's full speed ahead in United States and Canada. So, AJ, you believe men can become women. No one can set you straight. Okay. You're probably riding a baloney pony on the sly anyway. I know you are. Yeah, I used to lose my keys and phone all the time too. Um, and I really didn't smoke. I have not smoked a lot of weed in many, many years. I just really didn't like it. So, Richie, come on. I want to ask you a question. He's here. I know. We know, Richie. He said he had a gallon of whiskey and then he said he was kidding. But so you quit smoking, drinking, and nitrous oxide? No, I didn't quit smoking, but I am on this medication. See this stuff? You take this while you're smoking. You set a quit date. I've taken it for 2 weeks. Still haven't set a quit date. It's supposed to ease the craving for nicotine. Haven't seen you in a couple years. Well, welcome back. Are you subscribed? Arrivederci. I'm sober 19 months. Yeah, Shantex. Yeah, that's up, right? Yeah, come on for a second, Richie. Or come on the show. I want to ask you something. I was the autistic guy you gave shit on your first channel before they banned you or whatever. I vaguely remember something. Nino Licious, Christ. Yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. And I don't know why I gave you shit. You probably said something stupid. And I'm an equal opportunity offender. I don't care if you're autistic. I don't feel sorry for you. And you seem to be high functioning anyway, so. No cigs, booze, or weed over here. Well, why don't I not believe you? Why do I not believe you? This channel has a 90% autism rate for. The very early days of the stream were glorious, Jimmy. I know. I had a lot more fun the early days. That's true. That is true. That is true. And had a lot more fun with the second channel. Had a lot of fun with the second channel. It's this channel where, I stopped doing less video. YouTube burned me out, dude. I used to stream every day, 5, 6, 7 hours. I was looking today. I only got 50 some videos on this channel. This is my fourth attempt. And I was taken down for one of two things: medical misinformation, because I don't believe anything they told us about COVID. Still don't. Never got COVID, never vaccinated, never will be. And election misinformation, which is bullshit. Which is bullshit. He's not sending him to jail. No shit, Richie. So, Richie, can Trump try to, or is he trying to, fast track an appeal to the Supreme Court? So, because I don't want to see Trump being heralded as the first felon to be president. You know what I mean? He's not president yet. He'll have 10 days. Can they fast track an appeal to the Supreme Court? Oh, shit. Go ahead. Oh, I keep hitting it, Richie. I'm sorry. There you go.
I will explain. He is not going to sentence Trump to prison. The whole reason he's doing it is to get it out of the way. I think personally he's trying to kiss Trump's ass because Trump can do something about what he allowed in his court. He allowed a state prosecutor to work in the federal system, which you can't do. He allowed the state prosecutor, Alvin Bragg, to convert 34 misdemeanor state documents charges into 34 federal election felonies. And then
is Merchan a state?
To add insult to injury, he then refused the Trump defense team the right to call a witness who was a Federal Election Commission executive who was going to testify Trump broke no federal election laws. So this judge should be thrown out off the bench. He should never try another case again for the shit that he allowed.
Is he a federal judge or a state judge?
No, he's a state judge. He's a New York judge. See, I thought that they brought him in from some other jurisdiction. They did specifically bring him in. The Biden administration asked for him, and they brought him in. And the Biden administration, get this, guys, the number 3 guy in the DOJ under Biden, okay? There's a real echo on this. The number 3 guy, okay? He works his way through, he law school, he's a lawyer, gets into government, works all the way to that cream of the crop position, probably won't go any higher. That's it. It's a great position. And he fucking quits to go work for Alvin Bragg on the Trump
Who was
case.
that? Now, who was that? Who was this you're talking
I
about?
forget his name, but he was the number 3 man at DOJ. There was Merrick Garland, some other guy or a woman, and then him.
Right.
You don't quit a job like that. That is a job that lawyers dream of having. And he quit that to become a low-level flunky on a state case under Alvin Bragg, of all people. By the way, Jim, AJ's already here.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, okay, because you said you wonder if he would show up. Yeah, he's already here. But
Is the echo over?
Say it again. Talk again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's gone.
Why does those headphones make an echo?
It could be, Jim, because here's the thing. A lot of times when I play videos on my videos, when I make my videos and I play a video, I got to turn. I have a sound bar. You can't see it, but right in front of me, and my mic's right here. And sometimes I got to turn the volume down low enough that I can still hear it, but it doesn't come through on the mic. And that might be it, unless you have a YouTube tab open. It did it all the time. But unless
I do have a YouTube tab open.
Then mute that, and then put the headphones back on. See what happens.
Yeah.
You see, people, I fix things. Go ahead, talk.
So now my question to you is,
Yeah.
Can Trump?
I don't hear it anymore.
No,
No
it's
echo.
not one yet.
Oh, all right.
Can Trump have a fast track an appeal to
I think I don't know that. I know states
Supreme Court before he get this conviction off him?
I know states can, but I don't know, because Texas did that during the aftermath of the 2020 steal. After they stole the election, Texas threw. They had many other states on it, but they threw the Hail Mary. There's a special writ you can use. I wasn't prepared for this, but you can go straight to the Supreme Court, and they used it. And that pussy John Roberts turned it down, even seeing it. He didn't even want to look at it because he feared riots. We know that for a fact because it was leaked. But he could do that. But Jim, I'm reading all over the place that because at first I thought, well, he wants to send him to prison for 10 days before he goes. No, he's not sending him to prison. He's not going to do it. But I think he just wants to settle it, because a lot of people thought he put this thing on hold indefinitely because he wanted to be able to wait 4 years and then throw his ass in prison afterwards. That's what he wanted to do. And Trump wouldn't be able to pardon himself preemptively like the piece of shit who's in the Oval Office now is doing, because it's a state charge. Although can't they argue, can't Trump's DOJ argue, well, right, this asshole judge allowed a state prosecutor into the federal system, therefore Trump has the right to pardon himself from lawfare. And Jimmy, I caught that virus that went across the country, and it hit me, and I was in bed for 3 days. That's why I only did 2 videos during the week. And
I didn't.
Yeah, but while I was in bed, I had the time of my life on Facebook just trashing libnuts who because there was this one, it was a meme site or group, and the meme said, what was the most evil organization in all of human history? And I wrote the Democratic Party. And they came out of the freaking woodwork like there's no tomorrow. They went toys in the attic, batshit crazy on me, and I just had a field day trashing them. And the one thing, there were several patterns I noticed, like AJ. They were stupid, but the one thing was that they never defended the Democratic Party. All they did was trashed MAGA and Trump. That's all they did. And almost every one of them, to a fault, threw that he's a convicted felon. And so I replied it to everybody. What's that? You look like you've had more plastic surgery than
He hasn't.
All right. Well, he's out. Goodbye.
Now don't.
I did. It's Nelson, Jim. Nelson says that kind of shit to me all the time. It was Nelson. Well, you can unban him if you want to, but I
did
wouldn't.
You ban him or
I did. I banned his ass.
Time him.
No, I didn't time him.
Right.
If it was anybody else, I would have timed them. What's up, broadcast? Yeah, but I don't think he's not going to sentence Trump to jail. It would never happen anyway. And plus, here's the thing, guys. The very fact of what I've already admitted, okay, the very fact that he allowed a state prosecutor to convert state charges that the statute of limitations ran out 6 years prior into the federal system, that's called a reversible error of the first degree, right? So he would win on appeal on that alone. But there were many, many other things that this judge allowed.
Yeah, just the jury instructions.
I mean, well, how about he put a gag order on the defense team and Trump, but not the prosecution? You know why? Because he didn't want them going to the press talking about the communist lawfare going on in his courtroom. That's why. He didn't want, like, for example, he didn't want the jury to be able to hear when they went home at night. He didn't want them to be able to hear, well, these are 6 charges that the statute ran out. They were state charges, but they somehow converted them to federal charges, which isn't done. You can't, it's against the law. You can't do it. But the judge allowed it because he wanted to get a conviction. It's just unbelievable.
But do you think Trump will try, or could he? Is it possible that they could fast track an appeal to the Supreme Court?
Anything's possible. The court would have to handle it, and I'm sure the president-elect could absolutely do it. But I think he's going to go through with going there because they know he's not going to put him in prison. Number 2, Jim, the Secret Service has a special mandate that if for something like this, that if there's a politician who is to go to prison like a president, okay, that they could say, well, number 1, we're not going to allow that. Or number 2, okay, you will put him in a cell, but you will empty out the entire building of prisoners. And we will be the only ones who feed him. We will be the only ones who guard him. And knowing Letitia James, she would say, okay, go ahead. She would let every fucking person out of prison just to put Trump in there for 10 days. Jimmy, this is how fucked up these people are. It really is.
Did Trump say he would attend?
He has to. He's compelled.
No, he don't. The judge gave him the option of appearing by Zoom.
Oh, really? Well, that's attending.
Yeah.
That's attending, Jimmy. That's attending.
I know, but will he physically show up?
Oh, no, he wouldn't physically go there.
He doesn't have to. He can attend by
No,
Zoom.
you know what, Jim? What's fucked up is the Biden administration, when he had to go to these courtrooms, never doubled up security, Secret Service. Because, Jim, when you go into and out of a building is the most vulnerable time for one of their protectees. And they didn't do shit.
Right.
The whole time, Biden just kept trashing Trump. He just kept trashing.
Hillary got the Presidential Medal of Honor.
Oh, and you know who else, Jim?
For
George
what?
Soros. All right, ready? George Soros, Hillary Clinton, and you know that chef Jose Andres, whatever the hell his name is. He's the guy that went into. I'm doing a video on it tonight on all that. He's the guy that he's a chef and he's famous. What are they called? Tapas. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I don't know the food. And he's famous for that. And he's the guy that would take food into a war zone, or he would do humanitarian feedings in countries where people, desperately want to cross our border illegally. Okay. Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he, AJ? He's really fucking awesome. Guess what? I have a photo of him posing with Ryan Ruth, the guy that tried to fucking assassinate Trump. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. What was he? And he was pointing at him. Like, it wasn't like he just, hey, can I take your pay? Yeah, sure, come on, No, he was pointing at Ruth, and smiling with him. Now, it was before the assassination attempt, obviously. But what the fuck? I mean, could it have been a coincidence? Sure. Is it weird? Abso-fucking-lutely. Unreal, man. All right, dude, I gotta go. I'll be
All
watching,
right.
but I gotta go. See you guys
All right.
later.
Yeah. I hate Bono. Yeah, he's another weirdo. Bono. What a fucking name. I think Bono thought that U2 was a little greater than they were. I mean, I think U2 is a pretty good group, but I never rushed out the door and bought any of their albums. You know what I mean? You had to be pretty good for me to buy your music. And even then, a lot of times I wasn't parting with my money. Yep. Did you see that debate with Candace Owens and Destiny? She ripped him a new fucking asshole. There's a short I was watching. Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna play this. She fucking tore him a new asshole.
They are not the most literate.
You think people that graduate with college degrees can't read well?
Yeah, what I'm telling you is yes. That's what I'm telling you. They're not the most literate.
What would I look up to verify that if I wanted to see, like,
you got to do the research in your
I
own
have
time.
done the research.
Okay,
on my own
I'm
time.
happy
It's
to.
just not true.
What do you mean it's not true? And I'm gonna tell you.
Okay,
Let me explain.
Hold on, I'm sorry, because I've done a lot of research on college degrees and a lot of research on education, and every single thing that you're saying sounds really good on like a culture war perspective. But when you look at an actual economic perspective, when you look at actual firms that hire people, and when you look at the actual median wages compared to people that even have some college education, all of it
is me going to school.
All of it, that's great for you, but for the average American, that's just not true. None of these numbers are found on average. You will never find data that supports the idea that high school earners on average are out-earning college degree earners.
Every single person that I went to school with is not using the degrees that they paid for.
What did you go to college for?
Journalism.
Isn't that what you're doing right now?
What do you mean? You're acting like you're a college dorm kid.
Yeah, and your catty insults towards people online make you seem like a high school mean girl. What are you doing here? What's going on?
I just did PBD, Patrick Bet David.
Mhm.
They know you over there, right? Are you laughing?
Maybe. I know. I'm good. Do you know Adam over there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just asked Adam. He was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I know Adam. Me and Adam are cool. I'm not as much sure about the PBD guy. I'm pretty. I'm a pretty far left.
I thought that was the short. What's up, hoax? Streaky Bacon. Steve. Broadcast bar. Owner. Cyber bully. Let's see if I forgot anybody. So if the stream just ends, that means my hotspot ended. I got 25 gigs, but I don't think 25 gigs lasts long. It should be able to cover a 2-hour live stream. And I may even come back on because I think he just hooked up the internet. Oh, is that Miss Me In It? Where is she at? Miss Me In It, where the hell are you? Hey, Must be in it. It's yabba yabba dabba do. Didn't you guys get Fred Flintstone over there? Do you Brits know who Fred Flintstone is? Do you know who this is? Felix the cat. This used to be my tripping hoodie. Whenever I tripped, if it was cool out, I wore this. Oh, you know who Fred Flintstone is, huh? And Felix too. Okay. So Dangerfield's not streaming for a while. I guess he's doing another digital rehab kind of thing. Yep. I'm going to play that short of Candace and Destiny. I think this is it. And this is great. Something like Destiny would completely confuse me because he doesn't shut the fuck up. And he brings up shit so stupid it kind of stops me in my tracks.
What was the war that
I couldn't
You think
deal
people like
with some of
graduate
it.
with college degrees
yes.
can't read well?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They're not the most literate.
What would I look up
We
to
are not.
verify that?
You got to do the research in your
I
own
have
time.
done the research.
I'm
That's just
happy
not
to.
true.
You can go to college for 4 years and spend $100,000 getting a degree in gender studies. Please do not tell me that you believe that that person is educated.
I've done a lot of research on college degrees, and every single thing that you're saying sounds really good on like a culture war perspective. When you look at an
culture
actual economic perspective, when you look at actual firms that hire people, and when you look at the actual median wages compared to people that even have some college
Biggest
education,
regret.
great for you, but for the average American, that's not true. None of these numbers are found on average. You will never find data that supports the idea that high school earners on average are out-earning college degree earners. More than half of degrees awarded are awarded for STEM-related things, number one. Number two, $100,000 is way over the average we're paying for any degree.
Well, that's what I paid.
On a-
Just look it up. You got to Google.
So 51% of bachelor's degrees for students graduate with an average of $29,400 in student loan debt. That's only 51% of people that acquire debt, and then their average debt is about $29,400.
I don't get what the point is of you doing this.
The point I'm saying is that the sticker price for an out-of-state tuition is not what I would use as the median price you need to pay for a four-year degree. You think people that graduate with college degrees can't read well?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. They're not the most literate.
What would I look up
We
to
are not.
verify that?
You got to do the research in your
I
own
have
time.
done the research.
I'm
That's just
happy
not
to.
true.
You can go to college for 4 years and spend $100,000 getting a degree in gender studies.
That's not even the best one. Mouse Cat, what's up? What's up, Mouse Cat? Mouse Cat. To all you lovely people, I am in other country. It will let me do the at thing. And me, Bob, to say a personal hello. Mental, but hello, and Happy New Year to you all. You can't do at. They don't let you do that? What do they consider that hate speech or something over there? Jesus Christ. And won't let you do the ad thing? Wow, that's really fucked up. Wait a minute. It's been a complete mess, but hopefully next week I'll be able to show everyone on Jim's stream. You all will be the first to see it. Yeah, I forgot about that, but you didn't contact me before, so. I mean, like before this stream. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that next week, that's no problem. Liquid. Wants to know your credit utilization. Jesus Christ. I'll be asking you for your social security number next. Yeah, I know, Liquid. Just let me know beforehand. I'll set up a stream dedicated to what you're trying to do. What's up, Sheila? Sheila, what's happening? Yeah, 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 yeah. Damn, 25 people. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Let's see if I can find something good on the tube. All right. I think this one is important for the channel. These fucking commies are talking about the flu again. Jesus Christ. And I live in Philadelphia now. Let me tell you something. You couldn't get in a fucking store without your fucking without showing your vaccine passport. And thankfully, when I was streaming before during the pandemic, I lived just outside of the city, so it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as Philadelphia. Like you didn't have to show a vaccine passport to get in the store, but you did have to wear a mask. So, you know.
We should be having rapid tests, home tests available to all farm workers, to their families, for the clinicians taking care of them so that we aren't waiting for public labs and CDC labs to tell us what's bird flu or not. And the second very important thing is this is not like the beginning of COVID where we were dealing with a new virus, we didn't have a vaccine. There actually is a vaccine developed already against H5N1.
Lols, no, you stupid bitch. We ain't going back into lockdown. Not going back into. Go and look at what lefties are doing right now, by the way. They'll tell you that there was nobody forced to take a COVID vaccine. Schools weren't shut down, businesses weren't destroyed, and people weren't forcibly injected with an experimental concoction. Holy shit, it must be bliss to be that ignorant. But they're going to try it again because nobody got arrested for the first, well, not yet at least, Fauci, holy balls. And so now they're bringing out the same exact people, by the way. Fauci's back, Dr. Birx and her stupid fucking scarves are back, and this Chi-Com fucking operative is back. This one right here that said you should be arrested if you don't take an experimental COVID jab. Your children should be taken away from you if you don't jab them up with an experimental COVID jab.
She did say that.
You got to lock down even harder. And then once her 5-year-old was unable to read because all the schools were shut down, she came out. She goes, maybe we didn't need to shut down. Remember this same fucking chick right here. This fucking chick right here, who said she was wrong, said she got COVID wrong. They're gonna bring her back out. Failing upwards when you're a diversity hire or a Chi-Com operative, or maybe a little bit of both, boys. There's a bunch of people who you guys banned and silenced and tried to destroy their lives. There's a bunch of doctors out there whose licenses you tried to destroy, who are 100% correct. I notice you ain't bringing them to talk to you. I notice that you're only allowing people who lied and were wrong, grossly wrong, the first time with COVID. I noticed that only those ones are invited back to these fucking shows that are selling big pharma products in between these propaganda segments, by the way. Gateway Pundit boys, here we go again. And ladies, by the way.
Can you believe this shit? They're going to try to hit us with this fucking bird flu shit. Watch. Remember that one idiot? What was his name? Dr. Hotep or whatever his fucking name was. He was literally giving a date for the bird flu coming in the United States is January 21st, the day after Trump gets inaugurated. You can't make this shit up, man. It's just unbelievable. What's up, Vamps? Peter Hotez, yeah. I miss anybody? Is AJ still here? Careful with it. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know to be careful about this vaccine nonsense. Yeah, I know.
I forget 30% of the audience is ladies. That just blows my mind. Thank you for being here. Here we go. COVID tyrant Dr. Leanna Wen says Biden regime needs to get millions of doses of bird flu vaccines to American people ASAP. Well, how do we do that ASAP? How do we do that ASAP? Do we give, I don't know, J&J, Moderna, Pfizer, all of the usual suspects? Do we give them a shit ton of money that the government don't fucking have? You're going to steal some more shit from me and give it to these multi-trillion-dollar corporations that face zero liability for the chemical concoctions for which they push onto the public. Yeah? No, go fuck yourself. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Take all of your bird flu vaccines and whatever variation of COVID vaccine that you up to these days and shove them up your dry, ugly, cobweb-filled twat, you stupid, ugly bitch.
Cracker don't pull no punches. Yeah. Whatever happened to the fuck was his name? The bald-headed dude from Dangerfield. Fuck was his name? He looked like an angry bouncer. I was pretty friendly with him. What the fuck was his name? I can't remember. What the fuck? It's going to bother me now. I can't fucking remember.
Here we go. Dr. Leanna Wen, communist doctor who demanded Americans lose all their rights during COVID pandemic. She should be arrested. She should be arrested. She's on Face the Nation Sunday saying, oh my God, bird flu, everybody, bird flu. There's the one case of bird flu. There's one case of bird flu. Holy fuck, we should destroy everything then. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's shut fucking schools down again. Let's do that. Let's destroy the economy again. Let's print up another $12 trillion fucking dollars out of thin fucking air. Again, let's do it. Come on, man. Oh my God, this guy's one case. Oh my God. Wow. No. CDC recently confirmed the first severe U.S. human case of H5N1 bird flu. Again, fuck's sake, I'm 80 years old. So I remember them doing this in the early 2000s. Oh my God, bird flu. Bird flu, get scared. Oh my God, swine flu, get scared. Because we didn't arrest anybody for the bird flu bullshit of 2001 or the swine flu of 2008 bullshit, because we didn't arrest any of those people that came back with COVID. And now they're trying to get some more mileage out of it. Same thing over here. So the CDC is like, oh my God, one case, everybody, of the H5N1. Oh my God, this is a 65-year-old Louisiana man who had no contact with sick backyard birds. Oh my God, let's destroy everything. There's a state of fucking emergency in California. There's one person in the country. There are 350 million citizens and probably another 350 million fucking illegals. And one person has this, and California is in a state of emergency. You are more likely to get ass fucked while you're carjacked by a robber strangling you over there on Haight Street in Gary than you are to get COVID or bird flu. But yet there's a state of emergency for bird flu. You can't park your fucking car in San Francisco without it getting broken into, even if there's nothing in there. So here she is. She's back and she says, listen, we should have learned our lesson from COVID. I did learn my lesson from COVID. I don't trust a goddamn fucking thing you're saying. I don't trust anything that Pfizer Moderna or J&J produced shows or paid for shows says, I'm going to believe the exact fucking opposite. This is a great video to sell some TWC. Where you at, TWC? TWC.health, boys. Pro code salty. Save yourself some money while you do it.
AJ, you need Thorazine because you're a goofball. You're on the wrong side of everything. You're a dumb liberal fuck.
So anyway, this chick over here, there's actually a vaccine developed already for H5N1. The Biden administration contracted with manufacturers to make almost 5 million doses of this. You made 5 million doses of a vaccine. So, okay, let's just highlight this real fast. This is what this commie chick is talking about. It's 5 million doses already of a vaccine for bird flu, where we just now found the first case of a dude getting it. You put through development, testing, and production of millions and millions and millions of doses of a vaccine for something that you've never had anybody well, it's almost like you knew somebody was going to catch this. It's almost like this might be a bioweapon. Then, I mean, so there's a whole bunch of diseases that can't jump to humans yet. How many of those do you have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of doses of vaccines for already? I mean, because any vaccine that you already have millions of doses for, but you don't have a history of humans having that disease, well, that's a fucking weapon. That's a bioweapon. That's a bioweapon. And looks like the bioweapon's being unleashed right as Donald Trump is taking office. So bringing out the Chi-Coms. And oh my God, time to totally not force anybody to take experimental concoctions again. What? No, I don't think so. Fuck you. Good luck with that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Support channel. We kept today on the Going For It. Hit the subscribe button and make way. Because the salt must flow.
Wow. I don't think Trump would let the bullshit get to the level that it did before. I mean, people want to blame him for okaying the vaccines. He didn't make those vaccines. Yeah, he just made it easier for them to get it pushed through. But with that comes bullshit. You know what I mean? I think Trump learned his lesson on that. I want to see Trump make some kind of federal law where they can't force you to get vaccinated. That's what I want to see Trump do. You know, or force you to wear a fucking mask. If your mask works, that's great. You wear a mask. But if I don't want to wear one, I shouldn't have to. You know, I shouldn't have to give medical information about myself. Here in America, we have something called HIPAA, and no one's allowed to know your medical information, and you don't have to tell them. But apparently for COVID, they were allowed to demand to see if you're vaccinated or not. Like, you know, just to get into a store. I need to resub the Mark Dice again. Yeah, it was Ian Marr or Marzipan. He went by both names. Yeah, I was wondering what's up with Ian. Is he doing all right? Because I know he relapsed. You know, his dad died and all that crazy shit. 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Yeah, I remember I was saying that for fucking the first year. 2 weeks to flatten the curve. I remember that. What a lie that was. What a fucking lie. Yeah, I want everybody to stop and take a look at this comment. You just get stupider by the day. By the fucking day. AJ, do you know that in Philadelphia, you were required to have what's known as a vaccine passport? You had to show a document showing that you were vaccinated to get into a store or any building, any building. You had to wear a mask. You had to wear a mask to wear public transport. You had to wear a mask to get an Uber. The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't want to read it because I wound up getting fucking dinged. But yeah, you know, these fucking people. AJ, you. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm about to block you. I'm about to ban you. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Why do I even talk to him? Why do I even talk to him? I wasn't living in Philadelphia at the time, AJ. I was living in Glenside. Glenside didn't demand vaccine passport, but you had to have a mask to go in any building. But in Philadelphia and many other liberal cities, you had to show that you were vaccinated on a piece of paper. Of course, I had a phony one. The only bullshit is between your ears, AJ. Yeah, it's just, AJ, you are unbelievable. You know, it's just. Right. They did everything in their power to force you to get vaccinated. Then afterwards, they pretend like they didn't. Listen, I know people in jail. They were giving you 25 hours to get the vax. Yeah, they got 25 hours on their books to get the vax. Yep. Yeah, I never got it either. In fact, there's no fucking way I would get that. And everybody I know that was vaccinated got COVID. A lot of them more than once. The majority of them got it more than once. Sometimes it was mild. Sometimes it was horrific. Pure blood. That's right, Steve. I'm a pure blood. Proud pure blood. Fuck all that. They got AIDS. We flew the other day and there were still Gilberts wearing masks. I've seen the uptick in masks around here too. Well, because you're talking that bird flu. I can tell you stories from Vira specialists that say they don't work. The cave of the yeah. Freaky Bacon didn't have it. Yeah, I've never had COVID. I felt a little unwell a couple times. Maybe I had, I don't know. I'll be goddamn if I'll be tested because, then you're going to go into some government database, maybe. Fuck that. I don't want nothing to do with any of the vaccines, COVID. I don't want none of it. I rarely get sick. I mean, throughout my whole life, which is amazing with all the drugs that I've done. But I mean, I was sick. I remember I had the flu about 25 years ago when I was living with my kid's mother, and I was in bed a day or two. And it took a good week to get over it. So I do remember that. Poverty said, I remember the toilet paper riots 2020. Never wore a mask. Yeah, see, that wouldn't get you anywhere here, saying you're asthmatic. I mean, and you had the right to do that. Like there were exceptions to mask wearing in Pennsylvania. But, I mean, I had a 19-year-old tell me I had to fucking leave a store one time. And the manager come out, yeah, he's right. I said, I'll tell you what, I spend maybe about $1,000 a year here. I won't spend a penny more. I will not come back. And I didn't. Fuck that. I didn't spend much there, but nah, found other ways to spend my money. I got banned from my local Rite Aid for 2 years for no mask. Yeah, fucking. I still have the notice of trespass to show my children. I said that several times, Jim. Boycott. Well, you couldn't boycott all of them. They were all in line with it. You know, every store you had to go to. You know, but see, the lucky thing for me was if you lived in Philadelphia, they just about forced you to get the vaccine. Unless you had food delivered to you. To go into any building in Philadelphia, you needed a vaccine passport. Now, believe me, I had a fake one. I had one printed up for me. There was no way there was no way that I was going to take an experimental vaccine. CDC said it doesn't stop transmission. I fail to see the point in getting it. I fail to see it. And if YouTube's on the side of it and AJ's on the side of it, then I know to do the opposite. They were pressing hard in the UK too. Yeah, all around the world they were. Fucking ridiculous. I walked around in a deep sea diving costume. It was difficult buying, shopping, and using public transport. But I didn't have a mask on. Did you really? There's a meme of an old dude wearing a G-string over his face. He was asked what he was doing. He said, it's a mask, isn't it? Owner says, does anybody find a strange, deadly disease? Wear a mask, just put it in the bin garbage, not incinerate it. Yeah, that's a good point. To me, yeah. So you really wore that? Well, I think the China virus was a test run. Yeah, I think they're setting this up for something that really is deadly. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. And you know what kills me? I don't hear anybody screaming for blood with China. Like whether it was an accident or done on purpose, releasing COVID, China should have to pay. That's my opinion based on came out of China. I don't know if it was done on purpose or done by accident, but China is liable for untold trillions of dollars. All those deaths. I mean, well, I think Biden's going to. I think Biden's going to pardon Fauci and all those other assholes involved in. I bet he pardons all the pharmaceutical companies. I want to see this. little bit of comedy here. So, Pareda hires Kamala's ugly daughter for modeling.
Meet Fran Stalinaskevich Davidovitsky.
It's like Abe's nipple is in my ear. There you go. That's fine though. That's fine because Abe's a model citizen, boys. There's the whole suspension of habeas corpus and some other weird shit. But anyway, it's a much better model than whatever the hell this is over here because this is supposed to be a model for Prada. That is Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, Ella. It's the sound my dick made when I saw this picture over here, this chick modeling. And Prada has hired her. She's going to be the, those are the world's worst tattoos. World's worst tattoos. But she's going to be showcasing some Prada products, I guess. She's going to be on some Prada ads. This over here, Abe? This ugly fucking goof.
See you, Miss Miana. Thanks for stopping by. That's a chick. You know what, AJ? You are a piece of shit. I've never seen somebody so wrong. It's just. So stewards can deny you entry? No, they can't deny service to anyone. No, that's not true. You fucking moron. There's nothing like an informed liberal or an uninformed liberal.
Well, that chick right there is as much a model as Kamala Harris is president. And even that's a little bit of a stretch because that bitch ugly. But anyhow, I'm sure that this is not money laundering, boys. Allegedly, of course, don't get arrested. But Yahoo Life over here. Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, Ella Emoff, shares sun-kissed photos. Even the son is like, no, fuck it. Give you some bitches climate change for realsies now. Sun-kissed. No. The son knows not to kiss this filthy fucking piece of shit over here. God knows what diseases this thing has. Allegedly, of course. Could just be a vegan lefty. What is it? You show me a picture of a dude with stage 5 AIDS and a vegan lefty. I can't tell the difference. They're the same picture.
Fuck you. I hate you.
That's right. But there you go. What is it? Look like somebody in the stream was saying it looks like she fell asleep, and a bunch of the kids sleeping over drew on her arms with Sharpies. What? This is just none of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense at face value. But there she's doing a sunglass ad for Prada. Kamala Harris' stepdaughter, Ella Emoff. Emoff is Latin for money laundering. Allegedly, of course. Has her social media followers praising her style? No. Doubt. Where are the receipts of this? Everybody on my side's making fun of her because she's fucking ugly. I know you idiots have this history now of taking real ugly people and putting them on all of our ads, but we ain't.
AJ, you're the one that's insufferable. Okay? He's making fun of this ugly bitch. Oh, there's an echo? Jesus fucking.
Ain't putting up with it. And we ain't going down without a fight. We want the hot chicks. I don't care if the Koreans got to fucking bring back hot chicks. Go for it, South Korea. I don't know about North Koreans. I don't know if you're allowed to like North Korean hot chicks, but South Korea's doing it, at least in their video games. But anyway, the artist and fashion designer was soaking up some sunshine and looked as chic as ever while posing in stunning Prada sunglasses. Meanwhile, Imhoff opted for just short-sleeve sweater and shorts despite the cold weather of New York. All right. The cold weather, how can there be cold weather in New York? Global warming's a thing. This fucking vegan told me I got to be an ugly vegan to fight climate changes. So it couldn't possibly be cold in New York. No. It being cold is proof of global warming. Fuck you. This is a scam. this is influence. I don't know why you're trying to influence pedal. Kamala Harris is done. She's toast. Stick a fork in that stupid bitch. She done. Right? She ain't gonna be the governor of California. Bitch, please. She ain't gonna run in 2020. She got the shit kicked out of her. The shit kicked out of her. She sucks. Nobody likes her. And nobody certainly likes her ugly ass fucking stepdaughter over here. These two irrelevant cocksuckers gone. So whoever made this deal at Prada, you probably compromised. But yeah, they tell you, oh, no. Well, what do you mean money laundering? Fuck you. Fuck you. That's a model? Bitch, please. She in hella debt, by the way. Kamala Harris owes a bunch of people who are rich, powerful, and probably kid fuckers a lot of money, and they want their money. They want their money. And so I got to imagine a lot of family members of a family with no political fucking currency at this point are going to get offered deals because that money needs to be paid back. She's in debt $22 million. Her campaign spent $1 billion+ and then ended up $22+ million in fucking debt. But she's gonna fix our economy. So now you've got Kamala Harris. She's gonna get a book deal. She got her ass. Who gonna buy this book? The 0 people that voted for her. You guys lost a rigged election. Nobody voted for this turd. She's gonna get a $20 million advance for a book about how I celebrated Kwanzaa so hard when I was a kid. I was super duper black. This is for cereal. I am the first Indian woman to be a senator who's also black and Indian and Jamaican and Inuit. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. You're gonna race script. You gotta pick one, right? So whole diminishing returns when you start saying that you're 15 fucking different races. Just pick one marginalized, oppressed, indigenous, BIPOC, lesbian fucking thing. Go for it. Anyhow, Kamala Harris set to receive a whopping $20 million from top book publishers. I'm sorry. What are we doing here? You sold your book to multiple book publishers? Yeah, they always do that. Yeah, book publishers are always like, we'll give you $20 million. Well, they'll give you $20 million.
AJ is on feces.
Just write a second bullshit. Make one for Indian people, make one for black people. Neither group's going to read it. It don't matter because it's all money laundering. Allegedly. Whopping $20 million from top book publishers for a chance to peek into the skeletons in Biden's White House. Yeah. You idiots all pretended the last 4 fucking years that Joe Biden was the most on point, sharpest dude ever. No, this is the sharpest Biden ever. So that fucking dude had a dead intern in his office over a weekend. But yeah, she's going to tell you. She's going to drop all the dirt. No, she ain't going to drop shit. This is all money laundering. She owes the DNC $22 million. So there's $20 million right there. And I guess this is probably the other two. the $2 million. For this ugly fucking goofball who looks like Harry Potter with monkeypox and bad tattoos. Bitch, please get out of here. Ain't nobody buying any of this. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Support channel. Kept up to date on this. Hit that subscribe button and make way. Because the salt must flow.
AJ, read it and weep. Read it and weep. I know you hate America. She's a model for him not to look, yeah. AJ does feces. AJ does that. What's it called when they smoke dried shit? Jenkum. Yeah, AJ does jenkum. They trip off it. Hold on, Richie. It's difficult for me anymore to play because it does. I have to go to YouTube to play it, and then I have to wait for the chat to build up because it just doesn't appear right away. I don't know why. I just saw one. Yeah, I don't understand why this happens. Like, in other words, the chat doesn't show up right away on YouTube, and I have to go to YouTube to play the video. I'm watching it now. Some of the chat's picking up. No, AJ, you just drank like a pig and chased your Mexican girlfriend back to Minnesota numerous times. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't understand it. Eleanor, for some reason, I deleted one of your messages by accident. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm out here in the cold, and it is colder than a motherfucker out here. Ricky, post that again. Because now the chat is, it's like you got to warm up. Don't make any sense.
Hang on. It's a good video, man.
Yeah, Richie, I'm having problems.
Okay,
I don't know why I can't do it.
It's a good video, man.
Yeah, Richie, I'm having problems.
No, don't worry about it. Here.
I don't know why
Here we go.
Let me take you into the way, way, way back
Now I see
back
it.
to the year of 2017. I'll remember how old you were then. Donald Trump is in office, and all of a sudden, from all directions, everything seemed to come out of the shadows, and everything was being aimed at him, right? All right. That was the old days. Now the progressives are actually making the shadows their main selling point. I give you the distinguished moron from North Carolina.
Last week's done. As Democrats, we simply failed to convince the American people we have better ideas to solve their problems. But we do. Now we need to dust ourselves off and get ready to fight. We can't let Donald Trump's extreme MAGA agenda go unanswered or unopposed. Zone defense isn't going to work. We're going to have to go man on man. So here's an idea for how to organize our opposition.
What do you hear?
We need to borrow from our British friends and appoint a shadow cabinet to fight back against the worst abuses of a second Trump administration.
I find this amazing, absolutely incredible and amazing. What deep state? How dare you say there's a deep state? He's crazy for saying a deep state. Then they go in and say, we're going to create a deep state. They start with, okay, we failed to convince the American people that we have better ideas. But just like every good progressive and heart in the deep state would say, but we know better. We do have better ideas. So we're going to put them in.
Dude, just ask them. They'll tell you.
No. A little wrong, doesn't it? And then my favorite is, and look, our British friends do it. Those are the people we had a war with to be not like anymore. Okay. So the plan now is for the deep state to take all of those bad ideas that lost in the election and push them through the deep state. And then he went on to publicly name all the new capos in this criminal organization. Is it? I'm sorry. My wife, who is Italian and probably in the mob, would be ashamed of me. Is it capos or capos? I don't.
Capos.
Doesn't matter. The mob doesn't exist.
Top nano.
And if it did, I love them. Everyone from Adam Schiff, Hakeem Jeffries, and Chuck Schumer, all on this list. But Nickel, the moron from North Carolina, claims a deep state or shadow government, which is totally different. There's nothing to worry about. After all, our cousins from the UK do it. I want you to take a look at His Majesty's official opposition shadow cabinet directly on their website. This is their government website, the shadow cabinet. There's nothing hidden there. This is the way they do it. That's not the way we do it. Remember the war? I think we had a couple of them. Okay, it's presented as an alternative government in waiting.
We have the same thing now.
But see, when you have a parliamentary system where coalitions are being built and then they everybody manipulates each other, it might make a little more sense because you can call an election at any time. But we don't have that system.
Right.
We don't call elections whenever we want. We have a constitutional republic with checks and balances. The founders could have made our system like England's, but they didn't. Why? Because they said it sucked. Have you read the Declaration of Independence? So what he's proposing here, out in the open, on the official record, would be the American version of the UK's shadow cabinet by naming the top-down elected agents that secretly will run our country through the administrative deep state because they lost, because they couldn't convince you that those were good ideas, but they know better. Oh my gosh. How's anybody missing this? Now, I've got to think there's a whole lot of people really pissed off at Nickel right now because, dude, you've just said the quiet part out loud. But it's already being done. And the American people are sick of it. It's why things never change no matter how you vote. How do they do it? Let me give you a little visual aid here. This congressman chose to prove his point. His shadow cabinet bulletin board. It doesn't list people like Adam Schiff or Hakeem Jeffries. No. It shows bureaucratic agencies like the
believe it?
EPA, the DOJ, the Department of Labor.
This is on a government
See,
website.
you don't need one person. You have a whole buttload of people that nobody knows their name, so you can't ever vote them out of office. This is a call out to all their deep state agents that people like Schiff and Jeffries are still going to push their shadow policies. It's business as usual, regardless of the election. That is unconstitutional, because then it means it doesn't matter that we voted in another Congress or another Senate or another president. It doesn't matter. The deep state knows better than you, and it just marches on. I don't care which side you're from. Don't you have a problem with that? Last month, Senator Mike Lee posted on X how the top down was trying to pre-sabotage Trump's presidency. It included a full year resolution that would prevent Trump from cutting programs from the Biden administration.
Can you believe it?
More Ukraine funding and extension authority. Try this one, a farm bill that has a 5-year extension, so no one like RFK Jr. could do anything to any of our food. And tons of other things that will neuter
Peaceful
the
transition
administration
of
before
power.
it can get a chance to make a single change. This is what we voted for? You know, because I don't think it is.
That's me, by the
I
way.
don't think we voted for the deep state just doing what it wants. The second part of the top-down approach this time will come from state legislatures and governors. Their goal will be to have a full-on assault on the West and East Coast states, then sit back and watch as the opposition reverberates across the country. On the West Coast, Gavin Newsom opened a special session in California to get ready to fund the resistance to Donald Trump. Now, during Trump's first term, California filed over 100 lawsuits against the Trump administration, covering everything from climate policies to immigration to healthcare. That's fine. Texas did that to Obama and Biden. Not that many, but they did it. Okay, fine. On the East Coast, New York and Governor Hochul are planning the exact same thing, and other coastal states like Massachusetts are right in there with them. Now, when Governor Healy was the Massachusetts Attorney General, she sued Trump and his administration 96 times. Then you have states like Arizona, which are crucial to putting a stop to the border crisis, something everyone agreed on until Trump won. Here's Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs.
As you know, Trump has promised that he would carry out mass deportations on day one of his presidency. Your state is estimated to have 250,000 undocumented immigrants. Some Democrats in your state, like Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego, say that she wouldn't allow police to be used to carry out this plan. Would you, as governor, allow state police and National Guard to carry out mass deportations?
We will not be participating in misguided efforts that harm our communities. And I've been incredibly clear about that.
I love this. She's not even making a constitutional effort. She's not even throwing up, well, you know, the 10th Amendment says, but she can't, because the 10th Amendment also says that the federal government is the one that is, it's the thing that the conservatives have been saying the whole time. No, let the states take care of it, because the federal government's not. Now that the federal government is, now they're saying, well, they can't just do that. And they're not even saying it's the 10th Amendment. I mean, this is insane. The Arizona mayor's head of state will, quote, not be participating.
You're going to prison.
Blue states are about to go full-on resistance. Now, you remember when New York was saying, this is going to sink our city, when Chicago was saying, this is going to sink our state? Now that something's going to be done, they're all like, and we're going to stand here on the bridge of the Titanic and make sure those lifeboats have even more holes in them. This is crazy. The governors of both Illinois and Colorado recently launched an initiative called Governors Safeguarding Democracy.
Can you believe this shit?
How are you doing
They're
that?
all doing it.
When you're doing a deep state. They pledged to, quote, work together to uphold and fortify American democracy.
In other words, communism.
Which democracy means that you vote
Soon as they
for
lock the
each
two of them up, we'll stop.
policy.
Yeah.
Well, what that actually means is another story. Details, as you might imagine, are kind of thin on that one. But a group calling themselves Indivisible recently published their blueprint for how
They
state
were around in
legislatures
2016.
and governors can resist Trump's agenda. First of all, before we go to what they're going to do, let me just say 6 states, okay, are all these states. Can you show me the blue states here? Which are the blue states? Because I remember seeing this map. The only entirely blue state is Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Everybody there is like, yep, we're in. Okay, Massachusetts. What a surprise. What about all of these people in the red? What about all of these people in the red? How about all of these people in the red? Your state's gonna say, nope. That doesn't seem right. All right, let me get to their 6 steps. You ready? They include
there you go.
Immediate legislative sessions to pass laws ahead of Trump's agenda. State-funded legal defense funds to launch an all-out political lawfare war. State-supported regional compacts sound eerily similar to the fracturing of American society. I mean, it's about to get nuts. Oh, and that group, Indivisible, they got their start back in 2016. They, kicked things off. The first Trump resistance. Yep. They have connections to, you're never gonna guess. Come on. Tides Foundation.
GS.
A Democracy Alliance. Uh-huh. The Democratic Socialists of America. Uh-huh. And, come on, say it with me, George Soros. They're just great guys. They really are.
We just got
the third and final portion of the top-down operation against Donald Trump will come from the federal court system. Now, we saw a lot of this in the first term. It's not going to be easy this time around. Trump successfully appointed 245 judges from 2017 to 2021, including 3 to the Supreme Court.
They'll
Can we
judge
make
shop,
it an
though,
even dozen or maybe
not allowed to do
9?
That, they do it.
But I want you to take a look at this map, which shows the federal circuit courts and the way they lean. The first, second,
that's the Circuit Court of Appeals.
First, second, third, and fourth. Okay, the 9th, the 10th, they're all liberal here. Okay, and the D.C. court, which is right there.
Yeah, the D.C.
right
court is
all liberal, right? And these are the red ones. Now, the D.C. court's kind of important because what will they oversee? Everything that's important in the next 4 years. Everything having to do with bureaucratic agencies and the balance of power and getting rid of the deep state. So basically everything regarding the shadow cabinet has to go through D.C. Finally, before we can get the inside out, we have to have the bottom up. And what do they have planned for the streets in the next 4 years? Well, this is what you can plan on after the great holiday. During Trump's first term, the ACLU took a major step forward, likening themselves to the NRA without all the guns. Right, the unions without guns. Hey, got a lead pipe for you. The progressives railed against Donald Trump on immigration restrictions. The ACLU, however, sent thousands of street soldiers all over the country. Now, I'm expecting this, except on steroids. They're going to come after the Trump administration with everything they have. The top will come down, the bottom will come up, but the deep state, if we don't stop it, will grow stronger. The deep state has become too overt in recent years. We all can see it. Now is the time to decide, is that who we are as a republic, even a democracy? We saw them operating out in the open for the last 8 years, but the last 4 have been amazing.
There you go. So, in other words, Jimbo, they're already plotting to try to stop everything Trump does. But you know what? I think Trump's going to just barrel on through them. I think he's going to go, fuck you. We ain't doing that. Goodbye. Let them take him to it.
He could send troops into those states.
That's a little difficult to do. You have to have a serious problem going on. You have to have a
Well, they're
serious
stopping the deportation of illegal aliens.
and ICE will send agents out to arrest the leaders of those cities. Jimmy, I think if the first two get arrested, everybody
Right.
else will go, fuck that.
Yeah.
Not the first one, but after the second one, they will. They'll go, yeah, these guys are serious. You know what? You can have them. Fuck them.
Yeah, and he has to move at lightning speed with that too.
He does. He's got 6 months to get it started. But they're starting on day one. I mean, Holman is like, put me in, coach, put me in. You know, he's like,
You're supposedly starting in Chicago.
yeah, because they got hit, possibly one of the worst, because more of their resources were taken away because they're not New York. Otherwise, New York would be worse.
Do you hear some of the shit this idiot fucking AJ saying in the chat?
Yeah. He's gone.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's gone, Jim. Keep him around for laughter's sake. Keep him around for laughter's sake, because he's just, Jimmy, he's really gone. And I'm not saying that like to be funny. I think he's too far down that rabbit hole. You know, like I've heard some things he said earlier, and I'm like, oh man. I bet his father was the same way. Is his father still alive? Do we know that?
Well, he might lie about that. So
That's what I'm saying. You know,
going to us.
Is he still alive? If he is, I'll bet he is still disappointed in his son. So, what's the last thing he said? I like how he says something really fucking stupid. You chastise him and show him the right way. And then he reaches out to somebody. Yo, broadcast, what's up, bro?
yeah, right. Like it didn't
he
happen.
just didn't have his fucking someone's foot up his asshole, right? In other words, Jim, he just repeats shit.
Here it is, Rich. Here's the last thing he said to me. See here, Jim, you say shit which you have no idea about.
That's
what
the
exactly, one. AJ? What
that's
exactly?
the one. That's the one I'm talking about, Jimmy. He actually believes it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect.
What's up, Eleanor?
The less you know about a subject, the more you act like an authority. And he in the encyclopedia for that, they should have his picture there, Dunning-Kruger. They really should, because that's him. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about half the time.
AJ's father is Tim Walls.
There you go. Tampon Tim. All right, bro. I got to go.
All right.
I'll see you guys. Play my video for today. Play it.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
AJ, do you have tampons in your bathroom?
What'd you say?
Does AJ have tampons in his bathroom? His Mexican girlfriend ran for the hills again.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, she's back in Minnesota.
Oh, that's a shame.
She probably shame.
Good for her. He was all crying on your show. Like,
yeah. Good for her.
Yeah, you know,
she got sick of it.
You got to get away from the garbage, man. And do you need the link? Hey, what's up, Ludwig? Last night's guys, I got hit by YouTube on last night's stream. It's gone.
Oh, really?
It's not even. Yeah, they took it off. I told you that they took it off. It's not even something I said.
Why?
Yeah, because one of the guys said something about vaccines, and they hit me with it. So they told me I had a choice: either keep the warning. It was a warning because all my strikes went away, and my warning went away from the first time. I thought warnings were there forever. They're not.
Well, how did you wait a minute? How did you get a warning after you had a strike? It don't work that way.
No. I just gave you a history of it. I had nothing, and they gave me a warning. Okay. I thought warnings always stayed.
No,
they don't. Right. So they gave me a choice. They said, okay, so you can appeal it. Yeah. Thanks, Sheila. Thanks. You guys were awesome last night. I went 5 hours, Jim, last night. And it was a pretty good stream. I thought so. But one sentence where he said something about the axe vase were illinque ipolpe. So that's what he said, which is wrong. That's not truthful. It doesn't go with what the World Health Organization says. All right, so back to reality. So what's it called? Yeah, so they gave me a choice. I either had to I could appeal and they would deny it within seconds, saying we've reread your seconds later.
Right.
Or I could go to re-education camp. And so I went to re-education camp. I had to answer 7 questions, which Jimmy, it was so easy.
Right.
AJ would still fail it, but it was so easy, but I mean, you had to go through it because they try. And you know what? To give them props, you now know that fucking rule. You now know the rule. You cannot tell the truth about, but what's it called? So I did that, and I have that. It'll go away. In other words, on April 4th, it goes away. So 90 days.
Yeah, I seen you sent me that then.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play your video.
Yeah, go ahead.
AJ, I'll bring you on after my brother gets off because he can't stand you.
Thank you for that. Because I have to eat dinner in a little while, and
yeah, you can't eat dinner and talk to AJ at least 1 hour before.
I got back into tea, Sheila. I was a coffee guy, but I got back into it recently. Did you know that nearly 400,000 babies were born on American soil in 2024 to illegal aliens, tourists, and foreign visa workers? In other words, to parents who are not legal citizens of this country. Now, in this video, we're going to go over a report that details these incredible numbers. And since it was discovered, it has put new sunlight on the subject of the ludicrous anchor baby practice Democrats foisted on us decades ago. This report came out in 2019, and trust me, things have gotten much worse since then. What's wrong with this, Jim? And because Joe Biden opened the border up for every pregnant woman in the world to illegally sneak in because they were told that their kid was the golden ticket to getting everything for nothing. These numbers are just staggering, guys. In fact, I have to take
another front in the Democratic
screenshot
on the American people. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, click the button to become a subscriber to the channel. Hit that notification bell and smack that like button because it helps us with the algorithm. Also, you'll be notified every time we come out with a new video. All right. Now, let's talk about something that might just leave you shaking your head. In 2024, nearly 400,000 babies were born right here in the United States to people who, quite frankly, had no legal right to be here. 400,000 babies, probably more because the study was done some years ago. Guys, that's like popping out a whole New Orleans, babies, jazz, gumbo, and all. 300,000 of them were born to illegal alien parents, while another 72,000 came from tourists, students, and foreign workers. It's like the U.S. handed out citizenship as a party favor. Now, here's the thing. These babies, also known as anchor babies, are unconstitutionally automatically granted U.S. citizenship. No questions asked, no paperwork required, just a shiny new American birth certificate and a future that could involve sponsoring relatives for green cards through the Democrats' chain migration scam. We did a video back in mid-December pointing out that President-elect Donald Trump has vowed to end this scandalous loophole, calling it a birthright citizenship fiesta. According to polling, nearly half of white Americans and 42% of Hispanic Americans agree it's time to close the door on this automatic citizenship policy. But can Trump pull it off? I'll tell you what will exactly happen. The media has already been attacking Trump, saying, well, how's he going to get around the 14th Amendment? Not realizing, well, because media people are very stupid, that all Trump would have to do is sign an executive order that says the United States immigration policy should adhere to the letter of the law found in the anchor baby clause in the 14th Amendment, because there are 6 words that the lefties and the Democrats always leave out. More on that in a minute. Now, let's rewind back to the Civil War era, 1866. Back then, the radical Republicans created a civil rights law aimed at protecting the children of former slaves because they were afraid that Democrats would create laws claiming former slaves were not citizens because they used to be their property. It specifically excluded anyone subject to any foreign power. Now, fast forward to 2024, and somehow
This law has been stretched beyond recognition. Babies born to temporary visitors and illegal immigrants now hold the same rights as your children or mine. That's just wrong. So Trump told us that his plan is to sign an executive order on day one of his new term to end this practice. But will it hold up in court?
Yes.
You know that federal judges out there that are Trump haters are going to shoot it down. And legal experts argue the Supreme Court has never definitively ruled on whether U.S.-born kids of
They will
illegal
now.
aliens are guaranteed citizenship under the 14th Amendment. Now, I think if this
Hair care
winds up in the
products.
Supreme Court,
Oh, that's
this
great.
Supreme Court, that even if the spineless John Roberts declares that this unconstitutional practice about anchor babies getting automatic citizenship has been going on for so long that we shouldn't end it, I believe that there are enough sensible justices on the court who believe in constitutional principles enough to throw it out. Because this anchor baby practice is as big a lie as Roe v. Wade was back in 73. Meanwhile, other nations like France, Australia, and Ireland are probably laughing at us. They require at least one parent to be a citizen per child to gain citizenship.
Over reserve.
In America, we've been handing out golden tickets for decades with no strings attached. The numbers don't lie. 73% of children born to unauthorized immigrants were U.S. citizens, according to a Pew Research study back in 2009. Yeah, I think it got worse since. And this citizenship comes with perks, welfare benefits, voting rights, and the ability to sponsor relatives for residency. So who's really paying the price for these freebies? Spoiler alert, that's you and me. Now, here is the actual text of the section of the 14th Amendment that is under scrutiny right now. It says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Now, that part, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, means that at least one parent must be a U.S. citizen. When you are not subject to the jurisdiction of the U.S., you are still loyal to your old country, like another president, a monarch, or whatever. The Democrats always leave that part out because that's the part that will sink them in the end. As Trump prepares to challenge this policy, the battle lines are being drawn. And will he succeed, or will America continue to be the
he'll
world's
win it.
welcome mat for birthright citizenship? We, the people, gave Trump a mandate for this kind of stuff. Trump wants what we want, which is America first, which means all the things and all the ways we have strayed away from our Constitution have caused all the mess that our country is in right now. Democrats keep calling for a path to citizenship for people whose first act on our soil was to enter it illegally. How about for once we call for a path back to the Constitution and end all of this nonsense that costs the American people billions and billions of dollars each and every year? All right, thank you for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with more stories like this.
The song
See
I
you on the
created.
next one. Spread the word.
From the bottom to the top, I grind every day. No time for haters. I'm here to slay. Stepping on the doubters, no time to rest. I'm like a freight train, I'm the best. Yeah, chasing dreams, no matter what it takes. I'm on fire and there's no breaks.
Thanks, bro.
Sounds gay.
It is. It was. I did it after AJ.
AJ said, "No, my birthday today. No booze, no nothing. So I got to bring him on to insult him."
Yeah, I got to roll anyway. I'll see you. AJ, go fuck yourself. Later.
Right.
See you guys.
There you go.
Later.
There you go. There you go, AJ, you fucking retard. Now, retard alert, okay? If you're drinking alcohol, have an extra shot to deal with this motherfucker. Do an extra line. You know, whatever it is you need to do, you're going to need it. What's up, Ludwig? Ludwig. All right. If anybody feels like donating, there is a pinned comment at the top of the page from buymeacoffee.com. I also have Cash App and PayPal. So Can I come in? Yeah, Nano. Yeah, Nano. Anybody can come in. When I put that up, I don't care who comes up. Yeah, he's claiming it's his birthday and he's sober. Why the fuck would he stay so? And first of all, you know he's smoking more than a little bit of weed. This motherfucker's stealing a quarter pound a day from his work. He got weed down his balls, in his hair. Come on. Come on, people. It's totally normal to slur your speech when sober, bigot. Yeah, Nano. What's AJ not combing his hair? I mean, what's taking so long here? There it is. It's still there. AJ, do you smoke concentrate? No, I don't think he smokes any of that shit. He doesn't need to. He gets weed for free. He doesn't pay for weed. He fucking cutting bud. Happy birthday, dickhead.
Appreciate that, dickhead.
I hear a steel reserve opening.
Nah, dude, it's done with. It's over for.
What is that I just heard open? I heard tsh.
Nothing.
I heard it. Let me see your hands. You just opened a can.
No, I didn't.
You opened up a can.
You're losing your mind. That's why you voted for Trump, homeboy. Hold on a sec. Let me.
Hey, AJ, did you know that Trump won?
Nah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Did you vote for Kamala?
I did, yeah. Yep.
That was a waste of your time, huh?
Well, you know. So is nah, I don't got a man bun, bro.
What the fuck do you think that is that you just did? Jesus Christ. He can't admit he makes up a man bun right on camera.
You want to see it?
And he says, I don't have a man bun.
It's not a man bun. Here, I'll leave it like that.
Yeah, that looks real intelligent. What's up, Al? Jesus Christ. Nano, you can come on. You're looking for the link. I'll drop it again. There's the link. AJ voted for Kamala because he's neither sexist nor racist. Good boy. Yeah, but he's chased a Mexican woman to Minnesota. I don't know how many times.
No, this is what I was.
You got a Mexican broad that's not used to the cold. She's running for the hills in sub-zero temperatures.
This is what I was telling you, bro. You don't have any idea what the situation is. You keep talking about it.
Yeah. I know you were crying your eyes out 2 months ago, and now it's I got a new girlfriend and she left and all this bullshit. So,
well, that's not entirely true. Yeah, I was crying, dude. I cried. But
no, it is entirely true, AJ. Just what I said. I got a new girlfriend. The Mexican.
I never said I had a new girlfriend.
You said she left, and you said you had a new girlfriend. You did.
No, I didn't say that whatsoever. Pull that video up.
I'm not pulling it up. I know what you said.
No, that's not what I said. But yeah, no, I had to end it, dude.
Unlimited Liquid said he might come on for a minute. You're in trouble, AJ.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Bobbity said AJ left her because she was toxic.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh yeah. He did. My brother said. So what? She's toxic. Who do you think created the toxicity?
Her.
Oh yeah. Dealing with your drunken ass, smoked up ass. Yeah.
Hey guys. Happy birthday, AJ. Hope you have a good birthday, and I'm happy to hear that you're sober and everything like that.
Hold on 1 second. So Jam Fun, are you the one my brother killed earlier?
Your brother killed?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pause. I've got you going on my computer too. There we go. No, I gave him a little bit of shit.
He hit you though, right?
No, wait a minute. My brother banned somebody with a similar name to yours.
No.
It wasn't you. Okay.
Back when you had your first channel, I used to like bullshit with you and I think AJ there. Like we would team up as liberals and give you hell. I was the guy with a special needs son. I'm autistic, high functioning, yada yada yada.
You got
I've
banned,
grown
man.
my hair out a little bit.
You got
Is this Drew?
I think so. I think it's you.
Drew?
It's been about 3 years, 4 years. It's been
The
a hot
boss.
minute.
Is this Drew? Yes or no?
That what?
You're not Drew.
I'm not true. What?
Are you Drew? Drew. Jesus fucking Christ.
Drew? No, my name's John.
This guy, whatever.
No, I think. Hold on, let me turn on. Like, I'm getting a lot of reflection in my glasses from my TV because I'm sitting in front of it too. Let me turn it off.
I mean, he's got the
I've
like
the screen
southern
going on here.
drawl.
Okay, so I think the more interesting thing to talk about today would be the whole Matt Livensberger thing and Las Vegas blowing up his Tesla Cybertruck in front of Trump Hotel, and the whole letter that he, the manifesto that he released. Like, I feel like that far outweighs our election.
There you go, Nano. I knew he was setting up some. He got a nice setup
Nothing
there.
outweighs the Trump election.
Huh?
Nothing outweighs the Trump election.
Yeah. When you come out as a 20-year veteran of intelligence services, show up on the CIA or on the Sean Ryan podcast, and say that you're a 20-year veteran of intelligence services for the U.S. military, and that we have supposed alien technology. Yeah, that might pose a bigger question to our existence than Trump ever could.
Well, you sound like you're believing this guy based on what?
Okay, so it's been a year or two, but I heard, and it is just a story that I heard, but there's a textbook way that the CIA and high intel services cover up intelligence breaches. And what they do, the first thing that they do is to discredit the individual. And say you have a fisherman sitting beside.
That's what everyone does.
Yeah, it is. Because
It's a new tactic.
Well, listen to the whole process. So what you do is the first thing you do is you discredit this individual. He had a traumatic brain injury. His wife kicked him out of the house.
There you go.
His kid might not be his. Yada 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 yada. And then as people start to grasp onto these straws that they understand more logically than, sci-fi, basically science fiction based science or pseudoscience, as you might call it, then these people just start feeding into that. It's like throwing gas on a fire. to divert the whole story a completely different direction. And the Sean Ryan broadcast, like with the professionals there, Sean Ryan having worked with the CIA, they were a lot more wary and concerned about it than the average U.S. citizen would be, to a level that I feel like it needs to be talked about.
Hey, I've been doing a deep dive into aliens recently, and there's a bunch of theories about aliens. One of the theories I've been looking at recently is that aliens are actually humans from the future, and that's why they're all humanoid. So, I mean, we're all really just going to be grasping at straws here with these aliens. I don't know if any of us are really here going to be able to shed any light on this. Actually.
Well, let me explain something up front about this. I do not buy into conspiracy theories. 9/11 was not a hoax. COVID wasn't a hoax.
Wait. Explain building number 7.
This went off the rails real quick.
Explain that.
Yeah. That's what I'm good at.
Explain how they found a passport from one of the alleged hijackers that didn't burn up in a plane on the street in New York. Explain that.
Because I think we talked about this before. Most of what was actually inside the airplanes ejected outside of the other side of the building, along with a lot of the fuel. I really would like to just avoid rehashing 9/11 conspiracies because I have.
You opened the door for that, okay? You start saying conspiracy theories, then you use 911. Come on, man.
Well, okay, so the reason that
so now you don't want to talk about it, right?
No, I don't want to rehash other conspiracy theories on the pathway to talking about this. So if we start rehashing every conspiracy theory on the pathway to this, and that's part of the reason that the CIA and all these high-level
fucking aliens.
not necessarily aliens. Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works, Bell Aircraft. I can't turn on my computer to bring it all up, but basically a who's who list of military contractors, DARPA, etc., are all deeply involved in investigating this technology. It's not like the 9/11 conspiracy where it's just kind of out of left field.
Well, first of all, there's well over 1,000 professionals that banded together. Bomb experts, architects, all kind of fucking people that don't believe the government rendition of what happened in 9/11.
Yeah. Okay. So
professionals, these are not crazy people.
I'm willing to accept that for the sake of just jumping over it to just talk about the Livensburg situation.
It doesn't matter whether you accept it or not. It's a fact.
Well, I mean, this is all opinion. What I'm saying is an opinion. What I'm saying is an educated opinion. Like
You're throwing learned people in this field, right? Military people.
I am a learned person.
Do I have to mute you?
Just let him speak.
Throwing people at me, and I'm throwing the same thing at you. I'm telling you, there's professionals out there, learned people that don't agree with what the government, how the government explains 911. These aren't crazy.
But Jimbo, that's always going to happen.
Okay, so how many chemistry and physics classes have you taken, Jimmy?
What the fuck does that have to do with this discussion?
A significant amount when you start to understand like the tensile strength of steel under pressure and heat.
You're as retarded as AJ.
Yeah. You used to say that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, sorry.
No, it's cool. No hard feelings. I'm just saying, like, if we rehash 9/11, we will never get to the discussion at hand because 9/11 is a 10-hour discussion on its own that nobody's going to win. What I'm talking about happened 3 days ago and has completely different context because it was an extremely in-depth, like, this guy had the ability to build a bomb to level Trump Tower in Las Vegas, and he didn't. He literally stated that he built a Joker-style bomb to attract attention to what he was trying to get across.
Oh, well, he sounds real sane. He built a bomb to get attention. That sounds pretty
no.
He was a Trump supporter, bro.
Yeah, he was a Trump supporter, and
I don't give a fuck. Who cares if he was a Trump supporter?
Okay, no, you're missing it. You're missing it, Jimmy. He half-assed this bomb intentionally. He used a bulletproof vehicle to put it in, so that it didn't even break the doors of Trump Tower. This guy spent 20 years in the military at many levels, including intelligence at the highest levels. He had the ability to level that tower with that truck had he so desired. I'm not going to say on YouTube, like,
I had enough.
That was entertaining, though, dude.
I had enough.
It was entertaining, but it was very frustrating.
Yeah, that was that guy, bro. He was talking about some
it's like
bullshit,
a fucking car trying to start up.
I wanted to hear what he was gonna say, though.
Jesus Christ! He uses 911 as a conspiracy theory, right? But don't want to talk.
Well, I think you brought up 9/11.
No, he brought it up yet, retard.
No, I think you brought it up. But
No,
anyway.
you would be wrong.
He was talking about conspiracy. Well, actually, yeah, he did bring it up.
Yeah.
My
You're
bad.
ready to stick up for the retard without thinking. See? That's how retards, coexist. They have to. They have to stick up for each other because they're retards. You belong in the Special Olympics. You do.
Yeah. Says the guy in the halfway house.
Yeah, so what? So what?
Give me a fucking break. You want to get into this
I'm
shit?
not cutting down weed plants.
Doing shit. What the fuck are you talking to?
Hey, you guys should
You pay for rent there, AJ? $1,500 a month?
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I pay? $500.
Yeah, because you're in a halfway house.
I pay no money.
Room, so what? And I run the joint. So what?
I don't pay any rent. I don't pay any rent because I own this RV. This is my RV, my little.
Well, that's the best thing, not to pay.
Look at this. You guys like it?
We're the greatest. That's AJ at the Special Olympics. We're the greatest.
I'm trying to show you guys my lights. I did all this. I painted all this myself, guys. And I pay no rent here. Really like having. Oh yeah. But hey, next month I'm going to Thailand though. I'm going to Las Vegas and I'm going to Thailand.
My boy just went to Thailand. My boy just went to Thailand for a month. His brother lives there.
Oh, he should let me stay. I'm going to Bangkok. Bro, I put my Tinder on Bangkok and all these bitches are like, half of the women are like lady boys.
That's what I was just gonna say, bro.
And the craziest thing is like
AJ believes in lady boys.
The lady boys in Thailand are way more attractive than the women in America. So it's really but I'm not gonna be
good lord, bro.
Because
because they're not fat.
You know why? Because American men find slanty-eyed women attractive.
No, I just find women that are not fat as hell attractive, and like all the women in America are fat as hell. So it's hard. It's slim pickings out in America.
We never got to see AJ's Mexican. She was probably a fucking fire plug.
Nah. She is just fucking insufferable. So, but anyway, bro,
you're never gonna get her back talking like that.
You better go
Well, I
back to
don't wanna
Minnesota.
Huh?
He chased that poor girl all the way to Minnesota
I
again.
didn't chase her anywhere, dude.
Yeah, she's toxic. Yeah, I wonder how she became toxic. Could it be you?
No.
No.
You guys,
had nothing to do with it, huh? How many years were you with her?
Well, I knew her
17.
for 12 years, but we were together for around 6
Does she
years.
believe men can become women?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't know?
I mean, we didn't talk about that shit.
Can she vote? Was she a citizen?
Yeah, she's a citizen.
Did she vote?
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
Taipei was in Thailand, Vamps.
Yeah, she voted.
Me and this cat are going together to Thailand.
You can't bring that. You ain't bringing a cat to Thailand,
I'm
are you?
Yeah. I'm about to get
Why?
a tourist visa because this is my
So
guy.
you got to get a passport for the cat too, right?
No, dude, what are you talking about? Absolutely not.
No?
How much
You
are you
think-
going to pay to bring that cat?
I
Whatever it
think you
costs.
do, bro. I think you got to get a passport.
You don't got to
A
get
pass-
a passport, you moron.
You think passport for a cat, bro? What are you talking about? It's
Dude,
just so-
there's this Russian guy.
How much more do you got to pay to bring that cat?
I haven't looked into it. I don't assume it's
There's
gonna
this
be more.
Russian guy I watch on YouTube. He
Dude,
lives
why
in
get a cat? You
Thailand.
can grab any monkey off the corner.
I guess it could be different in the U.S., but he had to get a passport for his cats.
I don't know. I'm about to talk to them about it though. I had this dream about this cat, and one of the things about I had ChatGPT what's it called? Interpret the dream for me, and that cat is like a representation of myself. Actually, it was like two cats. It was my cat and the same cat that looked like my cat.
Keep talking.
And the cat-
I'll be right back.
All right. I'm gonna go into it. So let's keep on. So there's these two cats, my cat and the exact same cat, but it looked a little different. And so what the cats represented was the one cat. In dreams, animals usually represent yourself. So the two cats that looked at me, they're standing side by side. George, my cat, so it represents me. And then these other cats started coming, and then the other cat disappeared, and I started looking for the cat, and I couldn't find the cat. But so what ChatGPT told me that the dream was that the other these they were like these ethereal, like they look kind of like Pokemon, but so the other cat represented a part of myself that is like a part of myself that's like leaving or like going away or like is like I'm not sure how to say it. Part of myself that is that because I'm going through like a lot of changes. I'm trying to start this business. I had to I'm having health problems and shit like that, and have to give up weed and things like that. So it's like a part of myself that is getting out of my grasp or something like that. I'm not sure how to say it the best way, but so just a little dream interpretation. Oh, and you guys should keep coming here because I'm going to be launching my website soon. I'm really excited. I was supposed to launch it like 3 months ago, but it's been really hard. I cannot even get into how hard it's been just to launch and get all the accounts and shit set up. It's been a bitch, but I won't get into all that.
Yeah. What health problems, bro, are you going through?
Yeah. So over the course of making this website, I was using a lot of Adderall and I was using a lot of caffeine and pre-workout. And so what happened was, long story short, I had to self-diagnose myself because just getting into a doctor that knows what's happening is like really
That's
difficult.
psychotic.
Yeah, they don't know anything. Doctors don't know anything. So I had ChatGPT. I was working with ChatGPT to diagnose what was happening. But basically, I have something called autonomic nervous system dysregulation. So my nervous system is like always getting into like fight or flight mode because of all the stimulants and things I was taking. So what would happen, even if I smoke one hit of some shake, what will happen is my body will go into fight or flight mode, and it'll start draining all the CO2 out of my blood. And when I describe the symptoms of this, it's like the same symptoms of like a heart attack. Actually, it's like my chest starts cramping.
Yeah, dude, it's called anxiety. If you're abusing
anxiety.
stimulants, listen to me. If you're abusing
It
stimulants,
might just be
it's very
psychosomatic.
easy to get anxiety, and marijuana in and of itself can make you anxiety.
All right, but I promise you guys, like, it's not a psychological thing. Like, even when this is happening to me, like, I'm chilling out. Like, I'm not. Yeah, that's why I started.
Well, how long have you been off Adderall?
Months. I'm still having issues. You know, I gotta reset my and I'll take like a little tiny hit, and like I promise you guys, I've been smoking for 10 years. Like a little, like one half of a bulb, like even one hit is not going to send me into anxiety. Like, and the first time this happened to me, so it could be anxiety. I think it is technically anxiety, but it's not in my head. It's my body. It's my body going through anxiety. Like it's not like my it's not my head feeling anxiety.
Let me tell you something. When I smoked cocaine for 13 years. It took quite a while for the anxiety to go away.
All right, but I don't have anxiety. I promise you guys. Like, it's the pre-workout stacked on the it's all
together, all that shit.
Yeah, but I promise you guys, like, all these doctors kept asking me, like, oh, is it anxiety? Like, what's going on? Like, blah blah blah. I promise you guys, like, it's not anxiety.
You're describing anxiety.
Yeah, I know I'm describing anxiety, but what it is it's a physiological response from my body going into fight or flight mode. And what happens is it drains the CO2 out of my bloodstream. And so yeah, things will, I mean, if you just look up what happens to your body when you don't have enough CO2 in your bloodstream, like that's big, like, thank you, Ludwig. I have a bunch of.
So go sit behind your car exhaust for an hour.
No, so the way I was able to, because I thought I was having something called vasospasms. That was one of the things I thought was happening, but I was able to pinpoint the cause of it because. Why are you laughing at me, AJ? This is serious. First time
he's not laughing at you. He's laughing at what I said.
Okay. First time I thought this was happening to me, I thought I was gonna die, bro. Like I literally thought I was dying because I never had anything like this happen. So I think
you just need more time away from the stimulants. That's
what I'm doing. I'm not even smoking. Like I told you guys, I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing any type of.
Well, I'll tell you what. I guarantee you don't get into that if you drink a little alcohol.
I did drink with a girl one time, and it was fine. But I'm really letting my nervous system go back to like resetting and just completely sobriety and such. But I figured out that this was ANS because when I was like trying to control my breathing to like make my heart slow down and such. And one of the things I figured out that would help me was like breathing into a paper bag to increase the CO2.
That's what they tell people to do that have panic attacks. I had
I'm not having a panic, guys. I would tell you, you guys are gonna make me have a panic attack by telling me I have anxiety. I swear I don't have any anxiety, motherfuckers.
Dude, I had a friend. His name is Renato. He used to carry the fucking bag around with him. We be sitting there partying, and he'd go hovering away in that bag, and it chilled him right out. I'm telling you.
You fuckers are pissing me off.
Classic anxiety.
I don't have anxiety, guys. Jeez.
You're breathing in plastic bags.
No, see, it's physiological, and it's not because I'm hyperventilating. So usually what happens when you don't have enough CO2, it's because you're hyperventilating. It's because you're breathing incorrectly or something like that. I was not breathing incorrectly. My breathing wasn't different. If you look up the causes of low CO2 in your bloodstream, this is how I was able to diagnose myself. ANS, autonomic nervous system dysregulation, is one of the reasons that this happens. And it's not because I'm freaking out or I'm having anxiety. Give me that burrito, Bobbity. Yeah, so I don't know why. Yeah, everybody telling me I have anxiety, bro.
You just need more time away from those drugs.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's more time away from the drugs. So my nervous system, because I think like the worst thing that was happening to me is I was pounding the pre-workouts and the Adderall, and I was smoking. It's like everything on top, and I was like coffee and everything like that. Like I would go to BK.
What was the longest time you spent with no sleep?
I go to sleep all the time. Like it would never be more than a day.
Wait a minute. You were doing all this fucking Adderall and all this pre-workout shit, and you were still sleeping.
Yes, I was. Yes.
I don't know how the fuck you were doing, and you couldn't have been doing. You couldn't have been doing that much then.
I was only doing.
I mean, but like, what would cause like the low CO2? Because it would have to be something with your lungs.
It's like so the thing, it's just like my body being out of regulation, and so my body was, I guess, processing stuff. It's not my lungs though. I wasn't breathing incorrectly. Like it's not like I was. It's not like I was doing anything like that.
Dude, anxiety doesn't necessarily.
I don't have anxiety, Jim. I'm trying to tell you. If I had
Oh my
anxiety,
God! Dude, listen to me. You don't have to breathe. You don't have to hyperventilate to become anxiety.
Well, let's
well, I don't have anxiety.
Does that often happen that way? Yes. But I had a friend. He would go from laughing and joking to boom, breathing in the back.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, I don't have anxiety. So I will tell you, like, I don't have any problems telling you guys, like, if I have a certain mental state. Like, one of the things of going through this condition is that I've been feeling like depressed as a bitch. Like, I've been hit ahead of like really hard waves of depression.
You've been using stimulants.
Yeah, but that's a while ago though. I haven't been.
It doesn't matter, dude. That can
I'm 30
last
I'm
quite
30
some
broadcast
time.
bar. Yeah, so.
But what I'm curious about.
Wait.
is
Can
what
you tell
causes,
these
like,
doctors that you go to that you were abusing Adderall and this pre-workout shit and all that?
Yeah, I was telling him that. I was like, hey doc, I quit my job and I put a lot of pressure on myself to get all this stuff done quickly. So I've been really leaning into the Adderall. I was about to say the most I've ever taken in a day is like 30 milligrams of Adderall, which isn't like, that's not like
that's the highest prescribed dose.
Yeah,
40 I think might be.
Yeah, I started with like 15 milligrams like every other day. Pre-workout, Linda, is what you take before you like work out, and it makes you really excited.
I know what it is.
Linda wants to know. It makes you really excited. It gets you like hyped up for a lift.
It's a stimulant, basically.
And I got the best pre-workouts they had. So it was like I would get the expensive pre-workout. I would take up to 30 milligrams of Adderall, and I'll really just, because I made it like a virtue of
Were you taking 30 in one shot?
Most of the time I would take 15 milligrams at 9 a.m. and then around noon I would take another 15 milligrams.
Right. That's the prescribed. I think that's the highest prescribed dose, 30 or 40 milligrams.
I think so too, because the girl I was getting it from, she couldn't. She would only be able to get that much. Yeah.
Now, how long were you doing that?
Probably like half a year or something like that. No, probably like 4 months.
You that's not a long time, but still, you should look up in the vein of that.
Well, I'm not doing any drugs anymore. I'm not even doing anything. Like
I know that, but just because you weren't doing it anymore doesn't mean you're not affected by it.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna take
I
me
think
about.
that's what he is talking.
There's these naturalist doctors that some people in recovery go to. Don't tell you it takes 18 months for this drug to really get out of your system, 22 months to get it for that drug. And I think there's some truth to it. So
No, I mean, I'm like I said, bro. I'm still having symptoms. Like I'm still having symptoms.
I would listen to me. I was anxiety all the time.
Not anxiety, bro. I swear to God.
Oh my God, you are describing anxiety. I don't have to be a doctor.
No, hey,
why are you so angry?
Jimmy, you're talking about.
No, because he keeps saying he isn't something that he's clearly describing. Like,
I just dated a bitch. Listen, no,
this is the cup. No, Jimmy, that's not a cup.
Motherfucker. All right, this is what people would do. I just dated a woman, okay, and I had the thing in my whatever. So she thinks that the ball joint in my truck is the thing that's wrong. It wasn't the ball joint in my truck, but that's the only thing that she knows about. So when I describe what was wrong with my truck, she's like, "Oh, it's the ball joint," because that's all that bitch knows. So all you know is the symptoms of anxiety. So you think that this is anxiety, but really what it is autonomic nervous system dysregulation. I've looked it up. I've had lots of conversations about this with
Because you're special.
Jimmy, you're not a doctor and you don't know all the diseases in the world. And there's a lot of diseases that have overlapping symptoms. So it's like you know one thing, and so you're going to
Let me ask you something.
all people's things.
Would it be fair to say that this condition you have was brought on by stimulants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So you
It was
got
brought on by
kind of-
stimulants, but it wasn't brought on by anxiety. Okay, I didn't have any anxiety when this was happening. You guys are fucking me up, bro. I'm about to have an attack again. When I first had
I thought he was serious. I was like, oh shit, bookmark this.
when I first had it, it felt like a bunch of blood was pulling. I thought I was gonna die. So the first time I had this was the night I told you I took 4 tabs of acid. Okay, you're gonna say, "Oh, anxiety brought the acid or anxiety." Blah,
Dude,
blah, blah.
I had a panic attack from 5 tabs.
All right. Well, I wasn't having no panic attack. What was happening? Well, so the thing is, my body.
What did you experience when you took the 4 tabs? Tell me what happened.
It felt like right here was a bunch of blood pulling up, and I thought one of my fucking veins was like leaking. I thought blood was pulling up in this area.
It
So
does raise your temperature.
Yeah, well, it felt like a bunch of blood was pulling up in my chest and neck area. So I was like, but the reason for that was the CO2 levels of my shit was dropping.
Let me ask you something. Have you had your CO2
Nah,
levels?
The thing I confirmed it through breathing in a brown paper bag. That when I would get symptoms, breathing in a brown paper bag would alleviate my symptoms.
That's the same fucking solution for panic disorder.
All right. Well, all I can say is that I wasn't having a panic attack. I was not nervous at all. Motherfucker, I was chilling in bed, just waiting for this shit to pass over. I'm like, all right, I fucking, like, when this shit happens to me, I'll take like a hit of marijuana. 1 hit of marijuana. I've been smoking all day, every day for over 10 years, okay? One hit is not going to fuck me up, okay? I'm not going to get into deep anxiety.
Listen to me. When I was a kid, I smoked big time weed, never bothered me. As I got older, 1 hit of weed sometimes put me in fear of everything.
I wasn't in fear of nothing.
I know his panic attacks very well.
It's not anything wrong with people having panic attacks. I just wasn't doing that. It's just not it wasn't in. I think my body might have been having a panic attack. Like physiologically, my body goes into fight or flight mode, but my brain is not having a panic
attack. Is you feel like you're gonna die? Yes.
I don't know, bro. It's autonomic nervous system dysregulation. I already diagnosed it. It's already.
So what's the solution for that?
The solution is to not do any drugs anymore. It's to let my nervous system re-regulate itself. That's the solution. That's the only way to fix it.
No time away from stimulants.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, bro. No stimulants. I can't smoke any marijuana. Can't do any acid. And yeah.
What does acid do?
What does what have to do?
What did you take any acid since this?
Other times. Let me explain to you. Other times when I would start getting symptoms. I started getting symptoms just because I'm in an RV with like 3 candles being lit. I got symptoms one time just because I'm in a shower.
What do you mean by symptoms? Describe the symptoms.
It's like the same.
Dr. Jimmy.
Your chest gets tight.
The chest, there's like a artery in my chest that starts. It feels like it's like hard to describe it. It feels like I don't know. The chest starts tightening up, I guess. On the one side, it's always the right side. I get these. Oh, let me tell you one other symptom I have, and I have this every night. Because my autonomic nervous system is dysregulated, my sympathetic nervous system overreacts sometimes. So at night, what will happen to me is that my muscles will get like jelly, like they'll get super like loose. My muscles will feel like crazy loose, like I've never felt them get loose before. Like they turned into fat. Like it's so that's because my sympathetic nervous system overcompensates at night. So that's like another.
I mean, what I would say, dude, is you probably should go to like an actual doctor.
Nah, I don't need no stupid fucking doctor. I already figured out.
Looking it up on the internet.
I looked it up.
They won't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Vamp said candles give out off carbon.
Oh, temperature also fucks me up. It's like anything that stresses out my nervous system, like cold. I think what the shower did was it I went from like my temperature changed too much and it fucked up my nervous system. It's a nervous system issue, guys. You're not getting panic attacks and then at night your muscles turn into jelly. That's a sympathetic overreaction because my nervous system is dysregulated. Also another thing that really gives me symptoms is when I stand up, is when I'm laying down and then I stand up, and it's because my blood pressure, when you stand up, like your nervous system has to compensate for that. So all of these things are not
Dude, all that shit used to happen to me when I was doing all kinds of drugs. It's fucking from drugs, and it fucking stays with you for a very long time. It'll go away.
Maybe I have diabetes, Uncle Bobby. Diabetes is way more likely than me having nervous breakdowns.
No, at your age and your body type, no.
And I get really like, I've just been getting really out of breath and such like that. My lungs, man, my right lung was just always like not able to like fully expand like for a long time.
Well, you should go to a doctor and get a full checkup.
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment on the 21st, so I'm going to see some worthless fucking doctor that's not going to do anything for me. I went to the ER to get a goddamn what's this thing called, a referral, and then I take this referral because I'm in New York right now, so I actually have Medicaid for like, because I quit my job and I thought I didn't have any health care, but apparently I got automatically put on Virginia Medicaid. So I can't really see. I mean, I'm in New York right now, so I can't see any doctors out here. So I got a referral from the guy at the ER to see a cardiologist. This was back when I thought I was having vasospasms. And these fucking doctors like, oh, we're gonna need a referral from our doctors at our fucking place. A bunch of dicks, bro. So it's all. But I already found out what it was. All the symptoms match perfectly. And I have these headaches. That aren't actually like headaches. What they are, and I was having kind of one today. It's like it's the like blood vessels in my head, again in the back of my head too, are wrong, or like they're too dilated, or they're whatever. I know, Uncle Bobby. I know it's been frustrating, Uncle Bobby.
He just said it all. You are describing classic anxiety symptoms, but you got to be special, kind of like AJ. Right.
Bobby didn't say anything about me having classic anxiety symptoms. Where does it say I have classic anxiety symptoms out of my mouth? I'm going out of breath. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been able to work out and things like that. I'm getting out of breath. I've just been able to take it easy. I'm gonna get a checkup, Vamps, but I already figured it out. These doctors, I promise you, one of these things these doctors will not do is they will not be able to figure this out.
The only thing you can do to speed the process along is drink a lot of water, exercise, and eat good. Eat whole foods. That's all you can really do.
Jimbo PhD coming through.
Or have a couple of drinks of alcohol.
I got all these these things are supposed to be good for your autonomic nervous system. This is called I got some ashwagandha. I always heard people taking this stuff, but
wait a minute, that's a stimulant.
I don't know. ChatGPT, ChatGPT, my doctor said.
Yeah, bro. I don't think you should take medical advice from ChatGPT. But
Yeah. You remember that girl, that lady Bex was talking about? She's a doctor or something like that, or she does holistic medicine. ChatGPT is the best thing out there for figuring out what's wrong with you.
Dude, that ashwagandha stuff, that's like an African stimulant herb, I believe. They put it in a lot of the energy drinks. Stop taking that shit.
I said, ChatGPT. I said, what's the best 4 things to take? No, I'm pretty sure I got this.
I believe that's some type of stimulant.
I got some probiotics. This has something called bifidobacteria. That's going to be good for my nervous system. Oh, God.
All probiotics are going to do is help your digestion.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but
it's gonna.
Well, they do say your gut is your second brain, so what you put into your body can affect your emotion.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I think we solved this. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. It's been working out for me. All right, guys.
Well, I'll send you the bill, but Dr. Welsh says you have simple anxiety. All right.
I'm getting a second opinion from ChatGPT.
Stay off the shit, right? And all you can really do is drink water. Try to stay away from sugar.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well, yeah, sobriety. No, I've just been working on my sobriety. So, we all been sober this whole year. Hopefully,
listen to me about weed.
yeah, dude, I've been sober.
I could smoke all the weed I wanted. When I got into my 20s, if I smoked one or two hits, dude, I became completely fucking paranoid. I don't
because
like
you're a pussy.
I really don't.
I just see Uncle Bobby. I just see whatever I have available to me. I literally just whatever is in front of my face. I just eat that. That's all I could do. I'm not really about to, because I don't like cooking and everything like that. Oh, I've been having a bunch of eggs. Whatever that's, But hey, outside of this, you guys heard all this medical issues I've been having, and all these medical issues have popped up from this new website I'm making. So Jim is gonna let me present my website to you as soon as it's done. I'm really excited about that. So
yeah, tune in next week to Unlimited Liquids Adderall fueled.
It was the Adderall that made this, but hopefully it's next week. We'll see. It's real close. Everything is kind of it's just been such a bitch trying to get all these. I described to Broadcast Bar how difficult it's been just for me to get all these accounts set up. It's been a bitch and a half. So hopefully next week, I hope you guys join. I'm gonna give everybody here. You guys are all gonna get influencer accounts and things like that. And I hope you guys will help me do testing of my website, because this website you'll hopefully be able to use it to make money. So next week, I hope you guys stay tuned, and anybody that wants an account that I'll be giving out my email address. I can't even get the email that I need to email people their login information because it's getting fucked up. And AWS has the Elastic Beanstalk thing not working for my account, so I have to go. But doesn't matter. All these issues, whatever there's a solution to it. I'm gonna find these solutions. And now that I'm completely sober, like I was saying, bro, how do you feel not being smoking weed so much, AJ? Because I said before, my memory's been so much better. My ability to go through multiple steps of things like that has been so much
You
better.
said he ain't smoking weed. He's talking about
He said it.
alcohol.
No, I'm not smoking weed anymore, dude.
Please.
No, are you sober too?
Between your balls every day when you're working?
100%, dude.
Neto, are you sober too? Or you've been
I feel fine, man.
I've been sober my whole life.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I
You
mean,
won't have
there's
to have
someone
problems like
that
I'm
just
having.
fucking slapped me straight upside the head.
Who did?
Well, this girl I know. I mean, not literally, but just,
Or whatever it takes. Some people got to go to the ER a couple times and have their blood vessels and shit feel like they're about to blow up in their chest, but other people just gotta talk to these girls, something like that. And then Nano was smart the entire time and just didn't go down that path.
Yeah,
That's
I always
good,
stayed
man.
away from that shit.
That's good, man. That's real good, because I always felt like I was selling myself short, or I wasn't I was getting held back by being high all the time. But at the same time, I kind of felt like I needed that because sometimes, bro, you're going through some periods of your life, you know what I'm saying? You're just trying to smoke your way through them. so hopefully I smoke
Well,
my way through those
I wouldn't
periods.
say weed's all that bad, but alcohol, dude.
Alcohol's terrible for your body, bro. I don't know how.
I mean, I'm not one that can take just a couple of drinks. Once I start drinking, it's fucking so.
Yeah, bro. Alcohol was never like that for me because of just how fucking terrible I felt, and it doesn't taste good. So it's I'm not really I don't really like to eat a lot. I'm not a person that gets a lot of pleasure from eating or drinking things. So it's that never was really just from the taste standpoint and stuff like that, but just how it made my body felt, bro. Like, and then marijuana. The thing about marijuana, bro, is you smoke that shit and then you get high immediately. So it's like very, you know, I don't know. It's just it leads to me. It always.
What I'm saying to you about the weed, that your body may have changed to where you can't smoke weed anymore.
I don't know. Hopefully not. I was talking to ChatGPT about that.
Happened to me.
Uh-oh.
I got all this weed, bro, and I can't smoke it. Look at all this.
Don't show that. Jesus.
I'm allowed to.
I think you triggered AJ. You triggered AJ. He bounced out. Damn, as soon as that weed came up, boom, he was gone. Damn. There, AJ. There's the stream kid. There's the stream. Yeah, you triggered him.
You're gonna come back with some red eyes.
Well, just keep that weed around. You might bounce out of it.
Oh,
well,
man.
Here's the thing, too. Did you stop smoking for a while and then start re-smoking?
I mean, when it first happened the first time, I did stop smoking for like 3 days or something like that, just because I was so weak. I was so weak from it.
You got to stop at least for a month.
Yeah, I don't know.
Month, 1 to 2 months to reset your tolerance.
It's been really hard for me to quit smoking weed, but I finally. What do I think about edibles, broadcast bar? I've never been able to like consistently get high from, or like I've never had an edible and was like, oh, I feel high from that. So, I mean, I don't know. It's probably not enough. But I've always had a high tolerance.
You're not eating enough. Then.
Exactly.
I mean, some edibles that got me high.
I mean, I've been around people and they get some edibles and they get too high, but I've never had a
and believe me, you don't want to be too high from weed because that shit is no fun.
Especially because you got that edible, bro. You can't really once you eat that shit, then it's a done deal, and then you don't really know until it kicks in.
You grow it right up.
Yep. You don't really know until it kicks in, and then it's too late once it does.
It takes a while for that shit to hit you too.
I'm gonna try to. I want to start streaming too after I get this website up. That was so one of the things I wanted to do was like the whole reason I made this website is because I kind of wanted to stream, but it was a little bit like I don't want to stream unless I have a product to sell, and then I think this product is so I was like, all right, let me make this product, and then I'll start streaming. Creeping me out how much you all talk to ChatGPT.
He triggered you when he showed those 2 jars of weed, and you just left.
Nah, my internet dropped out. I didn't even see that.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, ChatGPT is my doctor. It knows all my health information. I was like ChatGPT. I have this marijuana problem and everything like that. So ChatGPT knows all my problems. It knows all my weaknesses. It knows my health history. But one thing I don't let ChatGPT know like certain things about my website. Like I don't want ChatGPT to steal my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't let it know my database schema. I came up with that myself. Like I gotta keep certain things.
When you go to the doctor, you know what he's gonna say to you?
What?
Okay, Mr. Liquid, have you been using ChatGPT?
Mr. Liquid.
Because I think this is the problem.
They're not gonna know. No, they're gonna know that. I was listing all my symptoms down for a little while, but ChatGPT figured it out for me. So that is what it is. I'm good. I already. I was worried, man. I was worried for a little while because I was getting these headaches that didn't feel like normal headaches. But once you know that you have ANS dysregulation, like it all makes sense because you have dysregulation of your.
You got a lot of stress. You were abusing stimulants. You quit your job. You're trying to get this new thing on board.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, like that's a lot for a person to handle.
Yeah. So, a lot for normal people, but I'm good.
That's what all that is.
Yeah, maybe.
You're having headaches and stuff. That's fucking common for somebody to have shit like that.
It's like for my vascular system though. Are these headaches? It's not like normal headaches. I was like thinking like, fuck, I might have brain cancer or something like that. Like I was like nervous. But I think it's good. Yeah, and like Uncle Bobby said, the caffeine, like getting off the caffeine as well. I was hoping that's what it was at first, but I got off the caffeine. I was so happy.
Caffeine can give you headaches and stuff. Some
Yep.
people react very badly to not. I don't. I can stop drinking coffee if I want. I've done it. I have no problems. But some people react very badly to it.
Yep. Yeah, but it's yeah, man. I'm really happy because I wanted to travel after this, and one of the things about logistically about traveling was like, damn, bro, I'm not gonna like not smoking. Like I'm gonna have to have some nug with me. Like I'm gonna have to like worry about procuring nug.
If you go to Thailand, it's legal there now.
Oh, is it?
I wouldn't bring it to Thailand. I don't think it's so much legal.
No, it's legal there, dude. It's legal.
There's one of these countries in
I
Southeast
think
Asia.
they criminalized it or something. My buddy just went to Thailand a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's legal there, bro.
His
I guess
brother-
there's this Russian dude that left Russia and he moved to Thailand, and I forget his name. He's on YouTube.
Yo, he was talking about the trannies too. I think he nailed one of them.
No, he's got it.
My buddy. I think he nailed one.
Oh, good lord.
Hey, well, these women, these lady boys out in
Even something
Thailand,
AJ
American
wouldn't
women
do.
to shame. But I'm gonna
AJ, would you fuck a lady boy?
They look nice, AJ. You wouldn't be able to tell.
No? Why not? Why
You
not?
gotta look
Because
at.
I would.
You gotta
I
look at how
wouldn't.
broad their
most
shoulders
He
certainly
won't
would.
answer because in case some distant liberal in a far, far galaxy heard his fucking answer.
I'm gonna have to be like, if I'm talking to any of these girls out there, I'm gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to show me your pussy before I kiss you. Like, you're gonna have to let me touch your
Yo,
pussy.
you know what else my boy told me that visited Thailand? He said they got the surgery down on the pussy fantastically.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
They got the best surgeons.
You got to go for their throat.
I've been looking at the.
Is that an Adam's apple? Come here.
I've been looking at how broad the shoulders are. Make sure that they're not too broad.
That don't mean nothing. You're dealing with Asians. None of them got shoulders.
They got slender frames. I'm like,
Their shoulders are slanted like their eyes.
Yeah, fucking Jimbo.
You got to take this stream down.
Yeah, they got the tranny surgery down. In Thailand.
Oh man,
you're quite informed.
Well, my boy was telling me.
You gotta know what you're getting into.
Hey AJ, I don't think men can become women, but you do. So shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to give myself like a no homo pass, like the entire way, in case I accidentally kiss a guy out there or something like that. Just like preemptive no homo before I go.
Give him some Adderall. See what happens to him.
What is that? I don't have any more. So.
Shit.
Now this dude was bringing to his brother. He brought like a 4-pack of shave gel and double-edged razors. He's like, because they don't sell double-edged razors.
Huh.
They only sell the single edge. You can't get a double-edged razor.
That's Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm allowed to bring all my hair cutting equipment on the plane. I hope so.
Yeah.
But because
how long you plan on being there?
I'm gonna get a visa there, a tourist visa. I think that's like 60 days or 90 days. So I'm gonna stay there as long as I can because I don't really like to be. I don't like to be like moving around. Like moving is such a bitch. Like I'm not trying to be moving as much as possible. I want us to be there. No anxiety in Thailand. All right.
Yeah, they just got monkeys that'll fucking beat you up.
That'll be cool.
How long is that flight from where you are?
It's gonna be like two. What I've seen, I haven't bought the ticket yet. I'm gonna have to buy that soon before prices go up.
My boy told me you can get it much cheaper if you get it ahead.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, get any ticket ahead.
It's gonna be like a 34-hour thing But that's gonna be broken up into 2 flights though, and like a layover. So it's combined.
Yeah, he told me it's like a day and a half trip.
I'm about to get this. I got another HB hoodie coming in. I know I already brought it up, but this is a nice hoodie, man. I feel like I like this hoodie. I just wear it around all the time.
You know what? I lost my old hoodie.
He has some. I wonder why he stopped advertising the merch store. I mean, it always takes a long ass time to get the merch in. Like it took me several months. I thought I was gonna get it, to be honest with you, but it came in like months later.
I ordered a bunch of merch from him, and he said there was something wrong with the store. He said it would return my money. I got it like a day later. He told me it would take a week. I got the money a day later.
Nice. He has some nice.
I ordered it. Now I went in this merch store. I don't see any mugs. And he had a mug before.
Oh, let me see if I could find the other. I bought another shirt as well. I'm gonna try to find it.
I can't find my H&N shirt or nothing. Hey, AJ, you got nothing to laugh about. You think men can become women? You fucking retard, you.
Look, dude, I don't care what people do, man.
Retards can't laugh.
Doesn't matter to me. You know.
The guy we listen to spits some fucking truth, unlike the fucking morons that helped you form your fucking viewpoints.
Yeah, I go on to the Hard Bastards channel every once in a while.
No, not the LSD hoodie. This is the fucking LSD hoodie.
HB's political acumen is almost unmatched.
I wouldn't go that far, but
yeah.
Well, when's he been wrong?
Well, I can't think off the top of my head, but I mean,
you can't think of anything.
Hey, it's my birthday, bro. I'm just trying to have fun here.
Yeah. He's proven me wrong a number of times.
How so?
I can't think off the top of my head. COVID is the biggest one.
Well, the one thing that I disagree with him about, he talks about that video games don't cause violence, and I'm not saying they cause violence to everyone, you know, but I do think there's a percentage of kids that video games it fucks with them. Yeah, I believe that. I
don't know, Jimbo. I mean, the highest murder rates we've had were 40, 50 years ago. I mean, there was no video games then.
We'd have to ask HB like what kind of standard
those murder rates might have went down
about the average person.
I think people always bring up that the Koreans aren't really killing anybody, and they're always playing video games all the time. But it's hard to get a control group for that.
Well, yeah, Japan too has one of the lowest murder rates in the world.
And those fuckers, all they do is game. They game it so much they can't make babies. So their
justice system,
societies that have very little abuse.
If you get accused
very
of
high
something,
IQ.
they just fucking question you and question you and question you until you basically agree that you did it. Yeah,
I was thinking about
the Japanese.
Well,
you ever see their prisons? I've seen documentaries. They're breaking your balls all day. All day.
In Japan?
Yeah, you can't talk. If you do something wrong, you got to sit in the cell. You just got to sit cross-legged, right? Or like on your knees in the cell all day.
I don't think that in Japan, dude.
Yeah.
You do dishonor. You sit on knee.
You should see what they do to them in Russia.
Oh, you saw the Al prison documentary? Did you see that by chance?
I saw the dolphin prison and the wolf prison.
Yeah, black dolphin.
Oh my God, dude. They got a bunk. They have to stand all day in their cell. They can't sit down.
They got these people in something called owl. I didn't know they have all these like different animals and shit like that. But I saw owl prison. They got these people
Yeah.
in like the Siberia, like very north. They got
Joplin
no fucking
prison.
They got no
Yeah.
heat, bro. Standing there,
Yeah,
cold
there's
as a
no
bitch.
heat in the prison.
U.S.
Yeah.
Solitary confinement in the cold, bro. You can't even sit down. It's like
They can't
oh,
talk.
fuck, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's just mental
And it looks like
torture.
the guards will fuck you up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, bro.
Like, wow.
I gotta get out of here real soon because I ran out of propane, and the store closes.
Propane.
Yep, the store closes at 7. I only have a little bit of time to go get some propane, or else I'm gonna be
Have
freezing.
AJ breathe across the stream. His brain runs on propane.
No, I don't know if you know of the Trailer Park Boys.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what you're referencing. Oh, you is that Bubbles?
No,
You
that's
Bubbles?
Jim Leahy.
Oh,
but yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time, but that just came to mind when you mentioned propane.
yeah, man. But hey, I'm happy to. Yeah, I was happy to come on here today, and I'm really excited to show everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too, dude. I got to get something to eat, man.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm really excited. Hopefully it's next week, guys. But you know what I'm saying? I've been having a bitch. I don't even want to get into it. It's been a bitch and a half to just do simple things that should be very simple. But yep. So
I don't think I'm working tomorrow. I might stream. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jim, you should stream more. You should really. I really wish you would stream more instead of just the once a week, because you're starting to get a little bit of momentum.
I know.
A little bit of consistency might help your channel out a little bit if you got the time. You know what I mean? I would like it. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm getting more people consistently. So.
Yeah, man. So I think it would help out there. Thanks, Special K. I'll try to just like relax and just not have like so much pressure on myself and things like that. And I'll try to like not let things get to me so much.
Everybody in the chat, I want everybody at once to say to AJ, unhappy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for that.
Unhappy birthday.
Yep. Yeah, man. Unhappy birthday to you, AJ. It was glad you're spending it with us, man.
Unhappy birthday to you. Unhappy birthday to you.
All right, guys. I'm out of here.
All right, listen, I'm out of here too. Yo, people,
All right,
hit like. Thanks for stopping by. Hit like on your way out, please.
All right, Jimbo.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo.
Till next time.
All right, Nano. I'll see you. Hit like, please.